Okay. Oh, it's pretty good. I actually got it pretty much right at the level it's supposed to be without having to adjust it. It's almost like I'm getting used to where I need to put it. I say now, like, before, by the time I get used to it, it'll be like, oh, well, game's over, gotta switch setup, and then I won't be used to it again. Oh, well. We'll see how that all works. Alright, so anyway, we will get started in just a couple of minutes. And then we get to go. I'm getting my zen. Stretching my neck out before we start. Stretching my individual fingers before I start too, because you already know. Don't want to have any. Oh, well, you know, turn my neck one way while I'm doing the stream. Oh, I pulled a nerve. It has happened in very minor amounts on streams in the past, and I haven't said anything, but I've felt it. And it wasn't very much fun. But that's why I stretch out before the stream now, just to make sure that I stretch all of my neck out and my arms out, my fingers out, so that I hopefully don't have any problems. That is, of course, a work in progress, because with me doing all the homework that I've got, I'm writing a lot, so because all the lab reports have to be done by hand. So obviously my left hand is a little more used right now than usually is, but it is what it is. You know, you just work with what you got, and eat foods with high omega-6 counts so that you can get your anti-inflammatories, or your high omega-3 counts so you can get your anti-inflammatories up. Omega-6s are the inflammatory ones, if I remember correctly, and you might be wondering, well, why would you want something to be inflammatory? Well, you need a good balance of both. It's just you need more omega-3s than you need omega-6s, and most people's diets, at least in the United States, are the exact opposite. They get way more omega-6s than they do omega-3s. And I'm sure you can imagine how having a high likelihood of inflammation can cause chronic illness. I don't think I have to put 2 and 2 together for you there. That seems pretty self-explanatory to me. Speaking of self-explanatory, back to the volcano. Although I get the feeling we're probably not going to be fighting the big dragon just yet, because, I don't know, bosses like that, usually you don't have to face them this early in the game. I mean, it's not like we fought the water dragon right now. Then again, we fought a little dragon, but yeah, he's probably small fry, right? How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Chrono Cross, the stream edition. Last time, finished up on the SS Invincible, beat a deadhead, and then went to the Water Dragon Isle after we got the Astral Amulet back from Kid, who is recovered from her injury, her poison, and she gave it back to us and said, hey, so, you know, you can traverse the barrier between worlds with this, right? And I said, no, actually, I had no idea, because you didn't explain that before you fell over in a coma. So yeah, we can travel between worlds now, and but obviously right now the main thing in front of us is Fort Dragonia. We gotta go and take care of that. Now there's one boss left between us and the end of Mount Pyre that we need to go and do as well. But I was thinking about maybe trying something here real quick, because we have access to the Frog Prince spell now. So like we can summon the Frog Prince if I have Lena get on that. So I was thinking about maybe trying to get that to work. Like, maybe do Let me take that off. And then do I have any extra turn blues? Or do you guys have all the turn blues equipped? You guys have all the turn blues equipped. Okay. I'm going to take one of those from you real quick and give one to Surge. And then I'm just going to try this because what happens basically is that if you kill enemies with a summon, you get the shiny material that is related to that summon. At least as far as I'm aware, that's how it works. I just want to try it now because all these enemies are weak to water element anyway, or blue element I should say. Practically water element, water and ice, but you know. So I just kind of want to like give it a shot and see if we can actually do it and whether or not that's a good idea at this point because... I mean, if we can get it done now, I don't mind getting it done now. I would have done this off screen, but I literally have had zero time to do any of this stuff because chemistry is consuming my life outside of this place, and there is nothing I can do about it until 9 more days go by because I'm... Well, so tomorrow is day 15 of 24 of the summer class, so beyond that point is when I can kind of like relax for exactly 1 week before I go back to school, so, you know, that'll be a thing. Okay, so the plan of action then, basically, is we need to have Lena build up her element power, and we need to have Surge and Fiona just have the one. So, like, we do one of those. You can back right off. We'll go over to Lena. We'll let her poke this guy, I guess, till she gets up. I want her to get to level 6. And ideally, these guys won't interrupt us. I mean, if they interrupt us with elements, that's fine. I'm just going to kind of, like, not... Oh, yeah, she can only go to level 5. Okay, that's fine. So, like, we'll just kind of do one of these. And then that should be fine for now. So what I want to do now, basically, is I want to defend with everybody until everybody gets all their stamina back. I think. Like that. Just let them go. And then hopefully they don't actually, like... I mean, if they attack me, that's fine. If they use elements, that's also fine. But I want them all to take their turn, basically, before I take my turn again. Because now what I can do is I can have Lena cast a turn blue to start this field chain. So, like, I don't know, just turn blue yourself. It doesn't matter. The point is you need to turn the whole field blue. So we're going to have her turn the, one part blue by doing that. Then you can do this to turn yourself blue. Then we'll have Surge turn himself blue. Then we need Lena to have... She should have 2 stamina if I do this right. So then she can hit once. And then once she hits once, she can cast Frog Prince. And then that will hopefully kill all 3 of these enemies. As long as I don't miss this one hit. So let's just hope I don't miss this one hit. Okay, we didn't miss it. So now we cast an element, we cast Frog Prince, it hits everybody, and hopefully it kills all of them, and then we get to see if we get 3 shiny... I think it's shiny Dew is the blue element. So I'm just going to see if this works. We need a total of 9. And, I mean, if we can do this 3 times and it gives us what we need, then great. I'll just do that 2 more times and it'll be good. So... But yeah, we'll just knock it out real quick, and hopefully it gets done. Hopefully. I don't know for sure. Actually, we only need 8 now that I think about it. We don't need 9. We need, I don't think we have any... Yeah, okay, so there you go. So it does, in fact, if you kill enemies with a summon, it'll give you the shiny variant of that element. So the blue shiny variant is Shiny Dew. So actually, I only need 8, because what we're going to do is we're going to get an item that disassembles into 1 Shiny Dew in the next dungeon in Fort Draconia. So then we'll have 9, and then we need a total of 10, and near the end of the game there's another item that we can disassemble for 1 more Shiny Dew along with every other shiny material. So I'm just going to do that, basically. So I'm going to get 8 right now, excuse me, just to get it all out of the way, and then I don't have to do it, and then after this we're going to do the same thing for, let's see, we need to do it for wind element, so, or not wind element, but, sorry, I'm thinking of elements. Green element, we need to do it for. We need to do it for red element, and we need to do it for yellow element as well. I don't think we need to do it for black element, because you can steal demon charms. We've already disassembled one, so I don't feel bad telling you that. You can steal demon charms from enemies later on in the game, and you can disassemble those. I think they're a common steal from a pretty common enemy, so you can just disassemble those into shiny soot, which is the black element material. We've already got four, I think, shiny leaves from disassembling the antitoxinal caps, so we only need 5 more of those, and I only need 4 from a summon, killing enemies, so let's see. Then there's shiny sand. We'll need to... There's a charm that we'll get in the next dungeon. We get like 5 charms in the next dungeon, basically. So the one that's the toughest one is the shiny salt from white element, because you don't get a damaging white summon until like far later in the game. So it's a lot harder to actually like get that to work properly compared to right now. I mean, we already have Frog Prince, so like... Naturally, it's going to be a little bit easier to get that to work out than, you know, using something else. Okay, so we got 3. So these guys, if we do the same thing we just did, these guys should give us a total, if there's 2 of them, so it'll give us 5. And then we just need 3 more, and then we should be good. Alright, so Poke, and then Stand Pat, Fiona, Poke and Stand Pat. Okay, and then back to Lena. So we need her to get up to level 5. Okay, that's fine. I'd actually rather that they cast their elements now, because that'll just get that out of the way before I start turning the whole field blue. So that's the plan anyway. Alright, so we've bonked them on the head, so now all we need to do is we need to get back to 7 stamina. If they cast, they cast, you know, it is what it is, so... Although, let me think about this. No, you'll be out if I do it that way, so we need everybody to defend so that you can get back to 7. If they attack us, then they attack us. It's fine. I mean, obviously, they're going to get a little boost because the whole field's red, but we're going to fix that, like, right now, so shouldn't be a huge deal. I hope. We're going to find out in a second. I think if I remember correctly, when you do a spell at level 1, it basically is like doing a level 1 attack, even though it uses stamina. In terms of the enemy's turns, that is. I'm not sure how true that is, but that is the impression that I get. So we'll see if that's how it works. Okay, so Surge, you do your turn blue real quick. And then as long as Lena hits her next physical attack, we should be able to do this. Okay, so... Bonk. She hit it. Good. They didn't attack. Good. Frog Prince! You'll notice, by the way, I don't think Frog Prince is going to go... The title of the summon is going to go away in time to see it. But the field effect over there also has our star level next to it. So right now it should say, after this, it'll say 12 of 14. So what that is every time you summon... You'll notice that the summons have a little star next to them in the name. That means that it uses 1 star level in order to summon them. So basically what'll happen is you'll use the star level, and it doesn't get rid of your stats though. It's not like Golden Sun when you use a Djinn or a Genie. It's not like that. Like basically you have, at this point you can summon 14 times before you have no more summons left and you have to rest. So that's what that's all about. But we have 5 Shiny Dew now, and I mean I can summon 12 more times before we have to go Rested and In, so that's good. We're gonna wait to go Rested and In though until we've beaten the boss here, because once we beat the boss here, we can... It's kind of like Fossil Valley, where once you get through both of the entrances, the south entrance and the north entrance, you can just walk right through here on the field map, and then you don't have to worry about doing that again. So, how many of you are there? There's 2. Okay, that's fine. So we'll get up to 7, and then we'll go from there. So poke, and then Lena, do a little more poking. I'm using level 1 attacks because they're less likely to counter if I just use a level 1 attack, basically. So, alright, so now everybody defend. So we can get back to maximum stamina. I don't know, I feel like that's probably... Well, is it close enough? No, because 2.2 is where she ends up with, so we'll defend again. There we go. Gnaw bones. Well, that's not very nice. Doesn't really matter much, but it's still not very nice. Alright, so, go to Surge so he can stop defending. I don't know why. I just figured I was supposed to do it. All right, so we turn blue. I figure we're going to have to do this eventually anyway, so I figure it's probably better to get it done now rather than, you know, doing it later when it doesn't make much sense to do it. So, but this is kind of the strategy that I like to use when it comes to actually, like, summoning things, at least early on in the game. Much later in the game, you'll gain access to field elements. So, like, you'll have a spell that'll turn the whole field blue, for example, by just casting one singular spell. And we won't have access to that until the final dungeon, unfortunately, so that's why I'm just doing it the old-fashioned way instead of doing it that way. Because having to wait to do this until the final dungeon would mean we'd have to do all of this at once, and it would take like an hour. So I figured it's probably better to spread that out. And you don't have to do this. You could just, you know, wait to do it until later, or if you don't want to use the summons at all to get the stuff, you could just wait until you can get materials from disassembling stuff, like the antitoxinal caps. I think if I remember right, there's a cap that's used for the flu. It prevents the flu. So you could just use that one if you really want to, and that'll do the exact same thing for you. So, but this should be the last one. If we have an extra shiny dew, I'm not really going to be too bothered by it. It's fine, you know, like as long as we have enough to make what we need to make. That's all I care about. Oh, there's 4 of them. Okay, well, I mean, that's actually probably better anyway, because I can, like, build element power on a bunch of people. Maybe heal myself at the end of this, so, like, do a little of that, and then have Fiona go on the same guy. Just focus this one down while we build element power. Because 4 people attacking me might make it a little hard to do a summon, so as you can see, there's multiple ones attacking me at once. So, but if we build the element power up, it'll be fine, because then we can get rid of them, 1, and 2, then we can have enough to heal after the fight's over. So that's what we're going to do. Alright, as for you, just bonk the hell out of them. I guess try doing that. I was going to say just to maybe get rid of him, but it didn't quite get rid of him, so... let's see. Surge, you just get rid of that one, I guess. There we go. Alright, so now everybody defend to get back to 7 stamina. Should get there soon enough. There we go. Basically, the reason why I want to defend before doing this is because defending allows the enemies to just take their turns, and then I can just take my turn once they're all done doing what they're doing. So I don't have to worry about them. Ideally, I don't have to worry about them interrupting me while I'm trying to turn blue the whole field. So. Okay, so you can turn blue yourself. And then Surge can turn blue himself. And then again, all Lena has to do is poke once, and she can summon, so hopefully that'll work out. Hopefully. Okay. It did. Alright, good. I was about to say, okay, it did before the whole attack resolved, because you have to wait to make sure, because what if they interrupt you? Then it breaks your flow, and you have to kind of run away and do it over and over again. It's why sometimes it's a little touch and go to do, because sometimes if the enemy interrupts you and they cast a spell, it breaks your whole field, and then it's like, okay, well, I don't know if I have enough turn color name to do this, so then you just have to run away, come back, and try to do it again. But we didn't have to worry about that this time, so that's good. And we healed up. We got some shiny dew out of them. We got a couple of fangs. Not that that's particularly important, but there it is. And I think that'll do it. All right, so I think if I remember right, I'm not sure if I can see those from here, though. Excuse me. Like, I'm not sure if I can see my... It'd be kind of nice if this had, like, a pouch or something that you could look into and see all of your materials, but I don't think I can look into that anywhere here, so we won't. We'll just go back to where we were. But we did 3, then 5, then 7, then now we have 9, so. And we'll get 1 more from disassembling, and I think it's a sea charm, if I remember correctly, from Fort Dragonia, so that'll be 10. And then later we'll get one more from disassembling the other thing. So that'll be 11, and then that should do us pretty well. All right, so with that all being done, I think it's a good time, as good a time as any, to save. And basically save again now that we're done with the little bit of stuff that we were doing. And then do this. And now we can move ahead. And hopefully the dragon doesn't murder us in the process of us moving ahead. So far so good. Then, of course, it was never going to be that easy, but we all knew that. It's the Dragoon Divas. Yeah, something like that. I mean, you can try. Why? What did I do? My dad's dead, actually. What did I do? Why is she so riled up? Does she just get like this? Okay. If you have Glenn along with you, he actually has a little bit of additional dialogue with these guys. Not too much, but just a little bit. I'm going to bring Glenn along for something a little bit later. Potentially a little bit later today. I'm not actually sure how far we'll get in Fort Dragonia, but we'll see. But for now, I figure we'll just stick with the Dream Team, the crew that we've been using. So, I also have just realized that I did not equip anything outside of turn blue, which will help me precisely 0 amounts in this fight. So I probably should have done that before we did anything else. Defensively, Zoa's probably the biggest threat because he actually has an attack against Fiona. But quite honestly, I'm probably just going to 1, 2, 3 Meteor Shower, 1, 2, 3 Meteor Shower, 1, 2, 3 Meteor Shower everybody, and that'll be just about it, honestly. So, actually, let's attack Marcy first. I think she actually, out of all of them, surprisingly has the highest HP. I think, but I could be wrong about that. Ow. Oh, okay, they're just gonna all get their turn. Alright, fair enough, I guess. I've lost my focus, but it's fine. I'll just, 1, 2. And then cast Meteor Shower! I don't even know if I want to bother with Eagle Eye. I kind of just want to see how much damage this will do, because they've all got, like, about between 400 and 500 HP, so if this does, like, 120 or something like it's been, okay, 100, that's fine. If it does that much, then I think that should be fine in terms of the amount of damage we can deal. So, just do that up. They're probably all going to get their turn right here. Zoa did not. You know, it might actually be because Zoa has less stamina recovery normally than the rest of them, so that might be part of it. He has like 8 stamina recovery. It's kind of sad. He gets cucked a lot, though, Zoa, but I'll talk about why later. Because for right now, it's not really pertinent to us. You know. Okay, well, Marcy's almost done. Now, do I finish off Marcy to... I think I finish off Marcy to take their numbers down, actually, so let's do that. Okay, there she goes. Geronimo! Okay, well, it didn't hit Fiona, which is good, because it would have done about 70 if it did. I don't know if I should heal just yet. I feel like I probably can get away with just 1, 2 Meteor Showering. So that's what I'll do. Here you go. Have fun with this. Damn, someone up there is really pissed at you guys today. 3 Meteor Showers in one place? That's like lightning striking thrice. Okay, well, they're just about there, so I think I may have Surge Heal, but I'm not sure yet. We'll see how long these guys last. Alright, it's fine. There goes Zoa. Good, so it's just down to Karsh. I don't know, I feel like kind of going for it, honestly. I don't feel like I need to really, like... I feel like if I just go for it, we'll either get him with this dash and slash, or we'll get him with Lena's next attack. Nope, that's it. Okay, good. That didn't take long. And that'll get us the 15th star level, so that's good. I feel like I'm missing something. What did I just forget to do? I forgot to do something. Hold on. Oh, we got good levels out of that, too. What did I forget to just do? Oh, I know what I forgot to just do. But do I want to get... Well, Surge didn't get any strength out of that, so I may want to, actually. So we got some spoils out of this. But what I actually wanted to do there... I'm looking at my notes now, and that's how I know what that is. So we might have to redo that. Because what I actually wanted to do was actually steal an item from Zoa in that fight. Because he has only one item available to steal. And it's an item I would like to get. It's one of the few times where, as a matter of fact, I think it's the only time in the entire game where I actually want to steal something, so... Well, you're about to lose again, because in a moment I'm going to fix your wagon by coming back for more. It's a good thing we saved right before this, because... like I said, we got to do this again. This is what happens when you don't look at your notes before you go do something, and you don't like think about what you have to do before you start because you're so busy writing lab reports that you don't have time to do that. So make sure you check yourself before you wreck yourself, kid. That's the gist of what I'm telling all of you in the process of doing this. All right, so we got to get Kid out. And she's red element, which means Marcy is a big threat. I guess we'll stick her in the party instead of Fiona. Sorry, Fiona, but yeah, so we'll just bring Kid back into the party again. You can keep that, because we don't need that. So there we go. And then... There's a reason why I want to steal this thing from Zoa, though. Like, it'll allow me to make a debut for another character that we actually have that I haven't really been doing anything with. And it definitely has nothing to do with the fact that I suddenly decided in between streams that I'd like to make a little change in terms of the lineup. But it definitely doesn't have anything to do with that, but, you know, we'll figure it out. Alright, so, with Kid in the party now, let's outfit her, and we'll go from there. Sorry, give me a sec. Caught in my throat, probably just a little too much forced inhaling air. Man, her HP's low. Lena, what the hell? You got such great HP compared to Surge. There it is again. Alright, so really what we need then... So Zoa's probably going to be the last one that I want to take care of, since that's the case. And I forget, who did I take this turn blue from? I think I took it from Fiona, actually. Well, let's remove it for now. I'll give you Weaken back. And then let me see if it's from Lena or if it's from... no, it was from Lena. Okay. Let's give this back to you. It's here somewhere. It's gotta be. There it is. But do I need turn blue for this fight? No, not really. What do I need for the next fight that I'm doing? Turn yellow, I think, is actually the one that I need for the next fight. So let's put that on. And then... I'm gonna have to resort through all of these elements eventually, but I'm not really super concerned about them for right now. So we'll give you a recover all, and I think I might have another heal all. I do. Okay, just so that way we can use them if we so need to. And then I'll give you this recover all as well. We want you to have another meteor shower, which I think I saw that I had somewhere in here. I do. Okay, good. And then I could stick Graviton on, I guess. But basically what I want to do is I want to have Zoa be the last target alive. So that way I can kind of just... Or, I mean, I guess I could just have Kid steal from him right away, and then we could just kind of, you know, use elements to get rid of everybody. But, I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out. So, let's try this again, shall we? Man, wasting time today. That's okay. I didn't think we were going to get all of Fort Dragonia done today anyway, so this just sort of confirms it, which I'm okay with, honestly. It means we can get to the good stuff right away on the next stream on Saturday, when my brain is actually attached to my body in some meaningful way, because I will have actually gotten more than just a little bit of sleep each day. It's just too freaking hot, man. I can't sleep with the air on. It's too loud. I can't sleep with the air off. It's too hot. I have to wake up at 6:30 a.m. My brain just can't handle it. I probably should have brought Glenn along so that you could see what the dialogue is with him here, but oh well. To be fair, his magic is lower than Lena's, so we probably wouldn't have gotten quite as far. I should probably give Lena the magic ring, though, now that I think about it. It's only one magic, but, like, it'll make the difference in terms of, like, just that squeezing that little bit of extra damage out of her attacks. So, I don't know. I'll see what happens here. Alright, so we'll see if we can do a 1, 2, 3. And then we'll pilfer once we do that. I think if I remember correctly, or not pilfer. Is it pilfer? I think it is pilfer, actually. I think if I remember correctly, the accuracy of your attacks determines how accurate stealing is in this game. I forget if that's how it works, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So, but we'll see, I guess. All right, so try to pilfer from him. It should be just the one item, so hopefully it's not too hard to get. Got it. Yeah, it's a stamina ring. What's that good for, you may ask? Well, I will let you know shortly, because we'll be using it for something very soon. First, we got to get through these 3, but once we get through them, we'll be okay. Well, no, she doesn't. That's why she dodged out of the way. Alright, anyway. Well, that's not very nice. Thankfully, we dodged anyway, so that should be a little bit better. And we don't have enough for a meteor shower, so magma bomb it is. It's a good thing I equipped this where it was. I was gonna say it should do okay damage to Marcy anyway. So I hit Zoa already, so let's hit Zoa again. If Karsh ends up being the last one, I'm kind of. Could you guys like actually hit your attacks, please? I'm trying not to like. Okay, so this is, I was going to say probably hurt Kid a little bit, but that's okay. I guess we can, if we have to, we'll heal, but I'm trying to, like, you know, actually, okay. I'm just going to hit the heal button, because obviously the game doesn't want me to cast Meteor Shower at any point in time whatsoever today, so we'll just, or at least not on this attempt anyway, so I'm just going to heal. Forget it. Alright, so there's that. Let's go back and try this again. Just focus Marcy because you have a super effective hit anyway on her, so might as well focus her down. Where are you getting all of this animosity from? You need to go to therapy too. Like, holy hell. Like, what is it with? Oh, well, okay, so I'll tell you what it is with her. Chrono Cross is trying to have her be a tsundere. Basically, that's what it is with her. I hate it, but that's what it is with her. So, oh, she must have flued Surge, I think, because with String Phone, because yeah, he's got the flu. Okay, well, it is what it is. We'll figure it out from here. Yeah, I'm just gonna focus down Zoa, I think. Do a little of that. Dragon Rider. I mean, they do a little bit of damage, but, like, it's nothing we can't handle, you know. We'll just focus them down, and then we'll be good. Did you already Meteor Shower? No, I think Kid Meteor Showered, actually. What do you have left? Okay. There we go. And we have just enough for another one. And Surge has enough to cast his own in a minute, so we'll just keep that in mind. He'll be back to full once Kid gets her turn. So a 1/2/2 or 1/2. Wait for him to hayah me. And then let's see. We already used Meteor Shower. Did I give you any other? No, I didn't give you any other attacking elements. All right, just poke them. There we go. And now Surge, you go to work, sir. Alright, and that takes care of that. So that attempt was a little scuffed, but, you know, it is what it is. We got the stamina rings, that's the important part. Now Surge gets another chance to get strength. Damn it. I feel like that this is the same as it was, actually, now that I'm looking at it. I'm pretty sure they got the same effects out of the last one. And as you can see there, we didn't get an Eagle Eye this time because Karsh gave us the silver earring instead. We also get a gold earring from Zoa. and an iron vest from Marcy, which I guess is good because it means I don't have to make one for the character that I'm going to debut. Believe it, Toaster Head. Get rid of that, my notes. There we go. I'm sure you will. I think I said that last time. See, but that's the weird part, is like she's... And again, I think it's the tsundere thing, because it's like she's pissed off, drop dead, all that stuff, and then she sing-song about it right afterwards, and it's like, Marcy, are you okay? Did we hit you too hard? Did you hit your head on the way down or something? Because that's what it's looking like. Alright, so we'll unequip Kid. And then we will... Well, let's go out of the north entrance first, so that way we can go, because I want to go back to town so that I can rest at... I think there's an inn that we can rest at, and that's how you refill your stars, is you rest at an inn. So we're going to rest at the inn, probably back in Termina, because I need to go make another piece of iron equipment. Hopefully I have all the materials for it, but if I don't, I guess I have tablets to trade for, so... Oh, okay. I'm being... Oh, okay, I was going to say, I'm being summoned, but it's just Harley again, so... I mean, that's what you say, but... We can turn back and go to Termina at any point, I think. Hope I'm not going to eat my words right now. I mean, I'll try, but... What, no snappy comebacks this time, kid? Nothing to say to Harley? Alright, fair enough. Microphone Tower! Yeah, so this is where the in medias res that started the beginning of the game happened, is right inside of this place. But, well, last time it was Kid and Nikki. We didn't get Nikki as a guide. So that's one potential crisis averted. But if I want to make it so that the premonition has the least likelihood of coming true, I'm going to have to not take Kid with me in there either. So, that being said, before we do that... Yeah, there you go. So you can just walk right back out through the tunnel at Mount Pyre without even going inside now. So, there you go. Alright, so elements. Let's take Kid's elements off of her. There we go. And I'd also actually like to take the elements off of Fiona, because she's put in a good run, but quite honestly, I mean, considering the premonition, I don't want to be in a situation where I have to worry about a 5-year-old plant child, flower child's life. I mean, I guess I'm still a little concerned about Lena, but like, I don't know, she can kind of take care of herself, I think. But we'll see how I feel about it when we get there. Maybe I'll have her go back as well. But I'm going to leave Fiona back, and she's going to be in the reserves. She's done very well for herself, all things considered, though, all the way through. But for now, we're going to debut a different character. So let's take her out of the teleporter. Because I thought about something, and I said, you know, it doesn't really make sense for me to call her the best character in the game, and then just kind of leave her chilling in the back until, like... you know, 14 or 15 episodes in, and she'll only get to do like 1 or 2 things. So, we're actually going to debut Matcha. We're putting her in the party. She's going to be in the group as we go through Fort Dragonia. But in order for her to be in the group, I actually need to go and, you know, forge her an iron ladle. So, we're going to go do that real quick before we go. Get her some elements, get her everything else going, and then we'll be good to go. So that's the plan, anyway. So let's see. Magic ring, take that off. I could give Lena the Dragoon's Honor as well, but I think that's only +1 magic, so it's not like a huge thing. Put the magic ring right here. There we go. Now, with all that being said, you may be wondering why we had to keep Kid in the party to get the stamina ring from Zoa. That is because Matcha has 9 stamina recovery, so she doesn't have particularly great stamina recovery compared to, say, Lena or Fiona, or Surge for that matter, because they all have double-digit stamina recovery, whereas Matcha only has 9. However, that can be patched up very easily. First of all, let's give her the iron vest that we got. I even have a spare, apparently, so there we go. We need to make her an iron ladle so she can hit pretty hard, and she's got pretty decent strength. I mean, she hasn't gotten any level up bonuses, so her strength isn't going to be great just yet, but that's why. Give her the iron helmet for some even more defense. She's got high resilience, or is it resistance? I don't know, probably resistance. That's a defense stat, so she's got high in that. And if we gave her the gold earring, it increases the HP that you have. It doesn't show up on this screen, but when you enter battle, it shows up. And then I guess the silver earring does the same thing, except probably worse. But if you give her the stamina ring, it'll patch up her 9 stamina, and I believe it gives her 10. So since that's the case, let's give her a sight scope so she can hit things, stamina ring so that her stamina is patched up, and then you're good. And then you can get the Dragoon Gauntlet since everybody else has got some good stuff. So there we go. But yeah, so if we go off of this now and we look at her status, she now has 10 stamina recovery, so she'll get back exactly the same amount of stamina as Surge will. So she'll get 1 point of stamina back for every 1 point that everybody else uses. So there you go. Before I board the boat, actually, let's see if we can kit her out in terms of her elements and what I'm missing before we do that. So, because we just got the next star level, so from there it should be. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use these low reses, honestly. I might just leave them out for now, and then maybe move these up, I guess. That's the thing that kind of irks me a little bit, and maybe it's just OCD, but like, when you get the next star level, it doesn't move your stuff up to the top of the stack, it just leaves them where it is, which is like, I mean, that's okay, but it's not what I would want to do. Oh, but from getting the 15 star level, I forgot, several of our characters actually gained their level 5 techs, their personal skills, and as it turns out, Surge's is Luminaire. Yeah, you remember the high level spell that Chrono had back in Chrono Trigger? Yeah, so Surge gets his own variant on it. It's not quite as strong, but then again, damage in this game is significantly less strong than in Chrono Trigger to begin with, because you're not going to be hitting for thousands in this game. You're going to be hitting for hundreds, and even then, that's like, oh wow, that's a ton, you know? So, let's see, what was I going to do? I was going to have... so turn yellow. We can leave that space there because that space will eventually have revive in it, so... But for now, we'll put turn yellow here. I believe Matcha will also have her level 5 tech. I can see it from here. So she's already got bottoms up, and maybe we'll show that off eventually. But now, I can literally fold my enemies. She has an attack called folding, and it literally folds them. So that will be really funny to watch. What else do I have here? I've got Eagle Eye, Fire Pillar, Recover All. I'm not sure. I might eventually move Fire Pillar to a different section of the thing. I gotta, like, put together a list of how I want everybody's elements to look, but at the moment I don't have that list, so maybe I'll do it in between this stream and the next one, because I should have a little bit of time. I have an exam next Monday, but I should have a little bit of time where I can kind of just like, okay, well, let's sit down and just write a list of what everybody's elements will look like, because I don't think it'll be that hard to do. So, we'll see. Put a heal all here. Actually, don't put a heal all here. Put a heal all here. There we go. Then put a Fire Pillar down. Yeah, I might eventually put like an Electro Bolt in there. When we get Arrow Blaster, I'll probably put that there. I thought about maybe using Magma Burst instead of Fire Pillar. We'll see. And then here I had Magma Bomb and Graviton for the else. So that's not what I want. Whoops, that's also not what I want. Do I not have... Oh no, I just saw it. I wasn't looking at it. I was gonna say, do I not have another Graviton for you? I got it because I just unequipped one. Alright, and then Meteor Shower and Magma Burst for you. I guess I could also equip one of you with Electro Bolt because I've got the slot. But yeah, eventually, like, what I'd like to do is I'd like to have, like, because the level 5 tech for Matcha or for Red Element is Inferno, so eventually I'd like to have that, but we don't have room for it for right now, so... and I'm going to leave Frog Prince actually on Lena, because that may still come in handy in the near future for a couple of the bosses in the fort, so... Alright, but anyway, since she can't have it, I guess I'll put Electro Bolt on you. And we'll go from there. I don't really see myself using much outside of the AoE text, to be fair, but, you know, just in case. Alright, so, almost 50 minutes in, let's finally tackle Fort Dragonia. Let's go get Matcha her ladle first, and then we can tackle it. And that'll be it. Where's my landing point? Gotta be here somewhere. There it is. I guess we could do this in Goldove as well if we wanted to, but we don't really need to buy anything from Goldove for now. So we've got basically everything that I think we'll need for a little while from there. So I'll just go here. We'll rest at the inn so that I can show off what that actually looks like, because I don't even remember the last time I rested at an inn. So in this game, I think I may have done it like at the end of the game when last time I beat it, but oh, there you go. Sure, why not? Thank you. Alright. So now let's go see if we have the materials to make that iron ladle for matcha, and then we'll go from there. And my plan of action basically is I'm going to have matcha in the party for a little while, just so that she can get some bonus stats, because if I'm going to use her later on, she's going to need the bonus stats. Well, she doesn't need them, I guess, but to catch up with everybody else, it'll be a good idea for her to get some. And then after that, when we get to the top of the fort, Glenn has some more dialogue with one of the bosses at the very end of the area. So we'll bring him into the party for just that last part. I don't really foresee him being any kind of a liability, but, you know, this might be the fights might be a little tougher than they usually are because of the fact that I have a guy that isn't particularly strong compared to everybody else, but, you know. All right, iron ladle. There we go. And we will equip that right on matcha, and then we will go. Alright, so I think that's just about it. I can get rid of the broom. I'll disassemble a whole bunch of stuff later. I'm not really worried about it for now. It's just going to burn a hole in my inventory for a little while, but yeah, it's okay. And like I said, with the materials, I know we've kind of been just dragging our feet for a little bit this time, but it's I think better this way, because then we can just get out of the way some of the busy work that needs to get done, and it needed to get done at some point in the game, so I figure why not do it now, because the game gave me the Frog Prince summon, so I might as well use it for that, you know. There is a higher level water element summon than Frog Prince as well, but excuse me, we won't get that one until much later. And I believe it can only be set at level 8, so obviously we won't be able to use it until much later either, because we just don't have the slots for it. Frog Prince can go in as early as level 5, because they said, hey, we're going to give it as a reward, but nobody's going to have a level 7 element for 60 million years after this. So since that's the case, we have to give it to them before they, before they can really use it. So let's make it so they can use it earlier. So, yeah, because of that, they put it down so that you can set it as low as level 5, and it works pretty good for that case. So, did I have... I'm just trying to think if I want to go get a Magnify, actually, before I go. I don't think we have one. I know we have a Diminish. Yeah, we do have a Diminish. Okay. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if I want to go get a Magnify, because if I got one of the bosses, I think you can use Magnify to make things a little easier, but nah, we'll be fine. Alright, Fort Dragonia. I actually misspoke as well. I want to just correct on something, because I said that the Water Dragon Isle is optional. You don't have to go do it. But I think the implication that I was making was that if you don't go do it, you'd never get that star level. It's actually not true. And you also can... the Frog Prince is also not something that you have to worry about missing, because if you decide not to go get the Ice Breath and you just, wander right here, go through the lava and get here, there's a Dragoon, like an Acacia Dragoon, just a generic one outside right here. And if you fight him, he'll give you the star level you would have gotten at Water Dragon Isle for beating the dwarves, and he'll give you the Frog Prince summon as well. But you won't get the Ice Breath, obviously. That's a gift from the Water Dragon, so if you want that, you gotta go get it. But if you missed out on the star level, don't worry about it, because you can get it from here. So, only when you fulfill the requirements can you attend the ceremony. Return the colored crystals to their Grand Master. Okay. Don't know what that means yet, but I guess we'll find out in a moment once we get inside of Fort Dragonia. And I'm gonna go get the air conditioning on because it is hot as hell in here. Be right back. And how on earth did I do this last summer where I didn't have the air conditioning on for like 3 straight hours? I must have been sitting in here sweating my ass off, like, oh my lord. Just, I don't know, maybe I'm just getting soft in my old age. I just can't do it anymore. I don't have the I mean, I probably could do it, but I'd be very, you know, like, I probably wouldn't have very good... I'm already concerned about the fact that the commentary might not be up to snuff because of the fact that it's so hot and haven't been getting enough sleep, but I don't know. I guess we'll figure it out eventually. Alright, well, we just saved outside, but sure, I'll save inside. Why not? Now, the way that this works, what they were basically trying to tell us from that little plaque outside is that there are 4 different rooms we can go into at the start of Fort Dragonia. So, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go clockwise through them. So I'm going to go in this one first, then that one, then the one that's off to the left here, and then that one. So this door that I'm going through right now, and then that door, both have a boss in it. And then the other 2 doors do not have a boss, so we will see how that goes. Or do I want to go through the other door first? No, you know what? Actually, I was going to go through this one. I'll go through the... So this one that I was going to go through is considered the green door, quote-unquote. But I'll go through the red door first. It should be a little bit quicker, I think. I would like to fight all the enemies along the way through here, though, because until we beat both of the bosses, we'll still get bonus levels. I think it's after you beat the first couple of bosses, and that's where you'll no longer get bonus levels for the rest of the fort. Or like the mini levels, basically. So, let's see. All right, so the dragon is currently facing north. So, like, you can see his snout pointing towards Surge and the rest of the party. I believe, if I remember correctly, I want to have him face east and south is what I want. So east is to his right, and south is below him. So. First things first, let's go... I think I want to go south first. So let's do that. And just see where it puts us, because once you go rotate to south relative to him, it will throw you into a specific part of the dungeon. And this is actually where I wanted to go second, but that's okay. It's we'll be able to use it for something in a little bit. What I wanted to do is get to the treasure over there first, but if you go down those slopes, you'll actually be able to go back down and around to the dragon's relief again. But this pillar is what we need to press in order to activate all of the lights that are here in Fort Dragonia. So that's the first light right there, and that'll connect to a statue in the middle of a room that we have not gotten to yet, but eventually we will get to it, and we'll do something with it. That enemy over there is tempting to go and see if I can get to, but yeah, as you can see, once you walk on the slope, it just automatically walks you out of the room, so you don't have a choice in the matter at that point. Alright, so actually what I wanted to do then is I wanted to fall behind the dragon, so south. And then I want to fall to the left of the dragon in this case, which is west. So let's go do that. Oh, he's facing in a different direction this time. So what I want to do is fall to his right, it looks like this time. So, like, he's facing north, so to his right would be east. So it should take me all the way around, I think, 3 times. And then I think this is where you need to land. We're going to find out in a sec to get all the treasure. Yep, that's what it looks like. So let's go grab the treasure while we're here. I don't think any of this is anything that I particularly care about, except for that one right there, the flame charm. That can be disassembled into a shiny... What does it disassemble into? A shiny ember, I think? Which you can obviously use for materials and stuff later. And a fire pillar and a magma burst, so that doesn't hurt. Volcano trap as well, so if an enemy casts volcano, which I think there's an enemy in here that can cast volcano, but I think it's late in its like potential turn cycle, and it doesn't have enough HP to really cast it usually, so. But that's it for the red room. You would think with such a short room that this place would be pretty quick, but the blue room and the green room and the yellow room for that matter are a little bit tougher in terms of what they demand of you. So let's go see if we can take care of what they demand of us. I'm actually not sure if Matcha... Well, so in the green room we'll have a neutral advantage because nobody will be weak to anything, but in the blue room Matcha's got a weakness to deal with. But that's okay. I guess we'll figure it out, you know. Alright, so how about we find a few enemies, shall we? Let's go to the green room next. And the green room is the next room to... It's the one I was going to go into originally, and I believe that's the one that has the most enemies in it out of all of them. What I'm thinking maybe is that like if we don't get the mini level before the end of it, because I think there's a shortcut to get out of here. If we don't get the mini level before we finish up in this area, I'll just exit the fort and I'll go back to Mount Pyre so we can fight some enemies there to get the mini level. And I'll do the same thing if we don't get the mini level in the next area as well. So. Fight this guy while I'm here, and then I think we'll just go straight. These enemies here should start to look a little familiar though, because it may get a little bit of deja vu from the fact that we fought a few of these guys not too long ago when we went to when we were doing the opening of the game in the in medias res section. They even have just as much defense as they did back then. Nice dodge, Matcha. That's a good open. Alright, so let's do one of those. And then these guys are yellow element, but you know what? Let's break it open. Test out Luminaire! Hope! Sorry, he puts his hand up, and for some reason that makes me want to go, ho! Okay, Surge, that's pretty good. 130 on all the enemies, I'll take it. Alright, let's let Matcha do a little bit here as well. Her physical attacks might not be incredible here, because that's kind of her specialty, and all of her attacks, her personal skills are physical, but she's very well balanced with her stats, so I don't think we'll be too bad off. I would like to use folding, because I think it would be really funny. But let's just throw meteors at them because those will probably work a little bit better. Magic seems to be the way to go with these robots, so which I guess that makes sense. You know, like they're robots, so of course they would have a little bit of trouble dealing with magical attacks out of anything. So you're almost done, so let's see what we can do about that. I was going to say, hopefully he falls over from Lena's physical attacks, because that would make it quite easy for her to just Ice Blast or something the other guy, and then we'll be good. She also got her level 5 tech, her personal skill, Maiden Heart, and what this does is I don't know why they would explicitly describe her as a virgin there. That's, I think, too much information, more business than all of us need to know, but that aside, it has a 33% chance to recharge any of the elements that she's already used in battle, so it's pretty good. It can help out in a pinch if you've used quite a lot of elements. But we don't need to do that right now. We just need to Ice Blast this guy and see where he ends up. And he ended up dead, so that's good. I love how Surge now has to catch up to Lena in terms of his HP. It's like, okay, Surge, I mean, if you want her to be the main character, that's fine, man, but, like, you're just making this harder on yourself, brother. But whatever, it is what it is. So now I think Matcha might get a few strong mini-levels, though, because she hasn't gotten any bonuses out of any of the mini-levels yet. I'd like to go through this whole maze, though, and try to get all the treasure if I can. I don't remember where the boss is, but one of these paths ends up leading to the boss of the area, so we'll see what we can do about that. Alright, so one Cybot and a whole bunch of, well, not a whole bunch, but 2 Alpha Bats, so I think what we'll do is we'll poke the Alpha Bats to near death. And then we'll use our magic on the Cybot. Sounds like a plan to me. Luminaire or Meteor Sheet? You know what, I'll just do a Photon Beam, actually. That way the Alpha Bat we can just focus our physicals on, you know. There you go. It's too bad I didn't find Arrow Blaster just yet, because it's in this section of the dungeon, and it would be very helpful here, so... But, well, I'm sure we'll find it eventually. I just need to find the way around to it. Nothing? Okay, well then you all get a meteor shower. Here you go. I think the bats are, yeah, that would explain it. They're black innate, black element innate, because I don't think it would have taken that much damage from that if it was not, so. Now, do I fold this guy, or do I use something else? I think I'm gonna fold him, actually. Now, take a look. As if you're folding your laundry. Okay, sure, Matcha, I'm game. Let's see what you can do. Fold this Cybot. Turn this man into a printable t-shirt. Okay, well, that wasn't a very good showing, but to be fair, it's a Cybot, so it's got a little bit of physical defense. Surge has a little more physical offense because, you know, we gave him the Dragoon Gauntlet and all that, so that will help him out, but Matcha isn't so lucky, unfortunately. Hey, Conker, how's it going? Welcome back. It's going good for me. How's it going for you? Does Matcha have the power of mom guilt? Well, she already made Korcha feel bad about the fact that he didn't want to lend me his boat when we desperately needed the help in order to get out of Goldove. So, yeah, I guess that does, in fact, make it so that she has the power of mom guilt. I know Surge is already feeling guilty enough because he's the main character and Lena is eclipsing him in stats, so that's guilt enough. As if he didn't have enough guilt on his shoulders, now we've got Matcha helping him out too, so... And there's weird shadow things that are just wandering around here as well. So I think Bush Basher was the higher level of the two bush spells that you can use, the nature-y green element spells. Now we just need to find Arrow Blaster and we'll be good. But yeah, I decided to use Matcha instead of Fiona for a little while. I said, no, you know what, it doesn't really, I've been talking her up, and it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense that I was talking her up, and then I wasn't planning on using her until like 14 or 15 episodes in. That, I said, no, that can't stand. I gotta show you what she can do. So let's show ya, huh? Doing all right, about to eat a late lunch by your standards. Yeah, actually, that's, what is it, like 5 o'clock, a little after 5 o'clock for you, so. That'd be a bit of a late lunch, yeah, but that's okay. I mean, as long as you don't give yourself a stomachache or something by eating dinner too close to bed. That doesn't usually happen to me anymore, but it happened to me in the past when I ate too close to bed. But, you know, as long as you don't do that to yourself, I think you'll be fine. Ooh, a strength bonus, okay. So this is the mini level, so I don't have to worry about going and getting that anywhere else. But yeah, Matcha should get resistance, like... every single one of her levels, just about. She has an average. Now this is an average. That means like an aggregate. Like this is somewhere in the middle of where her resistance ends up at. Now again, this is at star level 99, but at star level 99, her resistance ends up at 90 out of 99. The maximum stat you can get is 99. So that means with just a little bit of luck, she can cap her resistance without very much help. So that's crazy. I don't actually know how much of a difference resistance makes in terms of damage calculations, but that's still crazy. Woke up from a nap a while ago, so yeah, I might as well, you know, get yourself something to eat so your blood sugar can get back up. There's an antidote. I think that blue button is what we're looking for, although I think that might be the shortcut to get back out of here. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, might as well get your blood sugar back up after that, after a rest. So that way you're not... feeling hungry or hangry later. I already went up here. So that means this area is a bit of a dead end. So let's go this way instead. Excuse me, and see if we can find another way around here. Alright, so we didn't go this way. So let's go this way this time. I forget if that chest over there is the one with the arrow blaster in it, but if it is, well, arrow blaster will be pretty nice to have. Although I think I'd also like to maybe grab... I think we have like 3 electro bolts or something at this point, so it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to equip those, because I think most of the enemies in here, well, maybe not the Cybots, but I think these paper guys are green element, maybe. Let's see. Nope, they're yellow. Okay, well... yellow element will be helpful for the boss of this section of the fort. That's the point that I was gonna make. I was gonna say it would also be helpful for everything else, but apparently not. So, love how we said, yeah. So get used to seeing pop, pop, pop from Fiona because I'm gonna be using it a lot, and I barely even. I think I used it just that once, and that's it. And now Meteor Shower has just become our AOE of choice because it just hits so hard for this point. And the other nice thing about it is you can equip it on everybody, so like that's helpful. Obviously, if enemies are white element, that's not so helpful, but you could just use, you could just use Graviton if that's the case, because that's an AoE black element spell, so that'll hit pretty hard against the white element enemies. What is this here? No, it's just background, okay. It looked like a switch or something, but obviously not. Alright, Paper Man, let's see what you're made of. You're not Paper Mario! You're not even the Origami King! I didn't even play that one. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. Right. Do one of those, let Matcha go after this. Because Lena's already done enough. I'll just try to alternate so that not the only 2 people are doing it. I did, in fact, bring Matcha into the party. Might as well let her, fold these guys, literally. Beat them to death with her spoon. People don't think about that, though. Like, if you hit somebody with a really solid, well-made kitchen utensil, it'll frickin' hurt. Like, have you ever tried swinging a frying pan around? It's not easy. Those things are heavy. And then imagine if you, like, hit somebody who intruded on your house with that. Like, oh my god, you'll send that person to the hospital. Rightfully so. They broke into your house, but, like, yeah, no, that would hurt. Now, we don't have a frying pan to hit any enemies with yet, but won't be long. Well, it actually will be long, because the frying pan is, like, the last item. So, the last weapon type. The last weapon of the kitchen utensil type, I should say. That guy just jumped down at me. Okay, well, that's new enemy behavior. Ah, there we go. There's Arrow Blaster. And that guy's about to jump at me, so that's great. No thank you, sir. Yeah, it'll hurt into next week if you hit them with a solid, well-made kitchen utensil. It's definitely not something you want to get hit by, that's for sure. Yeah, those nice solid iron ladles that we've got probably aren't the best thing we could be hitting them with, but, like, I mean, in the case of these Cybots, the only person that's doing any remote amount of damage anyway is Surge, so, like, not much I can do in that department. But to be fair, Lena and Matcha can just hit them with some magic and it'll be fine. Matcha gets some pretty decent magic as well, if I remember correctly. I mean, she already got magic from her mini-level, so that should kind of go without saying. It should be, she'll probably be about the same as Fiona once we get her a few levels under her belt in terms of strength, and then the magic stat should be slightly higher. I don't know if she gets quite up as much as Lena does, but she should be pretty good. She's also pretty resilient, as you can see. She hasn't even been here to get any mini levels, and she has just about as much HP as Surge and Lena do, and they've been here the whole game, so... Just about, anyway. I gotta say, though, like, my Lena has been, like, off the charts. She's way better than, I think, any of the Lenas that I've had previously on other playthroughs. I've played this game. I've beaten it once. I've played it twice. And, yeah, this Lena is cracked. Like, I don't know what she's taken, but it is, she is something else in that department. Oh, I could just Fire Pillar this guy. I didn't think about that. I've got the magic attack. There you go. I don't have to use my AoE. I could just do that. And I mean, we don't have to be fighting these guys either. I could just be not, and we wouldn't... I mean, we're getting extra screws, so I guess that's not bad, but we don't really need those anymore because we can just disassemble our old helmets if we need to make new ones, so... I think the main things that I'd really want to get would be fur, but I don't think that's available very easily just yet. I think later on it's a little more widely available. Yes, Lena has the power of being on the stream. She has decided... Okay, I'm on the stream. I'm going to become the main character now. Now, granted, right now Surge is still dealing more damage than her, despite the fact that she has, I think, as much strength as him. But that's because I gave him, like, the Dragoon's Honor and the Dragoon Gauntlet. So both of those, obviously, will make a big difference in terms of his ability to hit hard. Whereas she's more magically focused. Bat Beam! Okay, I don't know what that's supposed to do, but I'm still going to whack you with a meteor shower as if nothing bad happened. So here you go. He might, with his wings up like that, he might be like more evasive or something now. I'll be honest, the enemies in this game, I don't think I've ever struggled with any of them in such a way that I actually needed to pay attention to what they do, so I'm not really even worried. Let's let Matcha do this one, actually. Okay, well, she hit with that one. Good. Because that means I can Meteor Shower again. Now, obviously, because Matcha hasn't had a chance to get any additional mini-levels, we're going to have to use her for a little while in order for her to catch up with Lena. So eventually, I think Lena might not be the main character anymore, because Surge will obviously still have to be in the party, but I'll be probably bringing Lena out when we get other new characters, and I'll leave Matcha in so that way Matcha can get a little bit closer to Surge in terms of her stats and stuff, the mini levels that she has available. So, found the button. Yeah, so this will drop the stairs down so that you can leave, which probably means that this next section is a boss fight, and it doesn't look like there's any treasures that I missed. So since the boss is most likely coming up, since we got the shortcut, usually if you get a shortcut in this place, it's a good idea to go back to the central room and save. So that is what I'm going to go do, because the shortcut will stay if you go back and save, so... So let's go do that. Alright, there we go. Save right here. And then move right back in. But yeah, make sure you have, since we're in the green room, make sure you have your turn yellows equipped because they will come in handy shortly. I also want to make sure I have as many weakens as I can equipped on Surge because those will also come in handy. So, hell, if it wasn't for the fact that I'm thinking about equipping Electro Bolts, I might even use Diminish here, but I think I'm just going to use some Electro Bolts instead. Like, give everybody one. There we go. And I'm going to actually, instead of this Magma Bomb, I'm going to stick Weaken here as well. I think eventually what I'd like to do, if I have another Weaken, I do, okay, is I'd like to have like the first 3 levels kind of be buffs or debuffs for everybody, and then kind of focus the rest of the levels on offense, I think. Like, stick debuffs and heals here, so like, you know, Weaken, low res, Imbecile. And then from level 4 on, kind of do stuff instead, like Graviton, Meteor Shower, and then the elemental attacks that are exclusive to specific characters. So, like, if I remember right, Inferno is exclusive to red elements, so I have Matcha use like Inferno and Volcano. Iceberg and Deluge are exclusive to blue elements, so I have Lena use those, and so on and so forth with the other element colors. So, but we'll see if that works out or not. I don't know yet, but we'll find out. Electro Bolt, where do I want to put you? Right here. Right here looks good. Okay, everybody's got an Electro Bolt. We've got some turn yellows in case we need it. We saved, so should be good to go. Just have to dodge any enemies that are left here because it looks like they respawn since I left the room. Which is good, actually, because that means that I don't have to leave the fort in order to get the mini levels. I could just come back to certain rooms and grab the mini levels and go. So. Alright, let's see what's behind door number. I don't remember. I haven't been counting, but... Whoa, holy crap! Now that is a very large robot thing? I don't know. Let's get a closer look. And by a closer look, I mean stand directly underneath him and hit him in the codpiece until he falls over. Let's see what you've got, big guy. I'll tell you what he's got. A lot of HP, if I remember correctly. He's got like well over 1,000, probably pushing closer to 2,000 Taurusoid. Green element, though, so we should be able to handle that by just smacking him around, turning yellow, and going from there. So I think what I'll do is I'll start with my buffers, and we'll build our element power. I'm surprised he didn't interrupt me there. We'll turn yellow, surge. I'm going to save all the turn yellows, I think, for surge, because he's just got the most physical attack right now out of anybody. So, body press. Well, all right then. So probably a good idea to cast weaken on him so that those don't do as much damage, I think. But anyway. Bonk him again. We'll get Eagle Eye going. On Surge. And then we'll just keep bonking him. I probably got to be careful, though, because Eagle Eye is going to give this guy more elemental power, because it's giving him more green element to the field, but yeah, that's okay. We'll be fine. That's a little less damage than I would have liked, but backdrop. Is that on Lena again? No, that's on Matcha. Okay, that's fine. Alright, so let's break up the field a little bit. We will weaken him, because the field is all green right now, and we definitely don't want that. It would be nice if we had the green summon, but we can't get the green summon for quite a while yet, so unfortunately we can't take advantage of that, but that's fine. Oh, actually, I'm not sure if Electro Bolt will be all that useful here, now that I think about it, because I think, if I remember correctly, Electro Bolt causes him to counter-attack you if you use it. I could be wrong about that, but we'll see. Push more of the green off the field, first of all. Try and get a burn on him, because that'll reduce his defense. Okay, not bad. And then let Matcha go. Chokeslam! He's demonstrating all of his special attacks to us. I hope this doesn't kill Matcha. Okay, we're fine. I mean, we're not fine. She's hurting, but we can handle that. We built up the element power, so now we can, yeah, we can recover all. It won't heal her all the way, but we can do another recover all with Lena, and then we should be fine. But yeah, I think all of his techs are physical, so you want to kind of maintain that weaken if possible. Just keep an eye on Surge's turn yellows, and then we should be okay. Yeah, as you can see, his turn yellow has run out, so this next turn we're going to want to have him do it again. Or rather, have Lena do it again. So I'm going to have Surge heal. And then we'll go from there. It probably would have behooved me to actually, because this battle takes a while, it might have behooved me to have some capsules on me as well. But, yeah, it's fine. I'm sure we'll make it. Eventually. Alright, well, lost our focus, but that's okay. We'll just 1-2. And then, let's go do Eagle Eye first, then turn yellow. Yeah, because then they'll each have used up their level 1 text, so then we can just do the level 2 text after that. It does, you know, push the field a little more to green, but there's only 1 green on the field right now, so that shouldn't be a huge deal, I don't think. We'll see. Okay. And I could folding him as well, but yeah, it's okay. We're fine. I don't think he counterattacks like the turn spells. I think it's only if you use an offensive yellow tech on him when he counterattacks, so. Okay, getting some good damage off. I should probably weaken him as well since I just redid all of my buffs, so. Yeah, with Weaken Up, it seems like it's keeping him kind of at bay at least a little bit. So I don't really use Weaken and Imbecile all that much, typically. Usually Diminish is just good enough for most of the game for you to just get away with anything, but might behoove me to do that because I can use more magic this playthrough if I use those, so probably not a bad idea. Let's see here. We already used your Fire Pillar. I guess I can recover all. I'm trying not to use my heal alls for right now because obviously that'll push more green onto the field and we don't want that, so try to use them only near the end of the fight if possible. So maybe get another Fire Pillar going. Well, so far so good. Try not to say anything so we don't end up with a problem here, but yeah, you know what? Let's do another Fire Pillar. If we get a burn on him, that would be pretty great, but I don't really have high hopes for it because burn is kind of hard to get on enemies, but, you know, if it happens, cool. If it doesn't, then, well, it doesn't. So. No interrupt, good. Do I dash and slash now? I've used 2 of my weekends, so I gotta be careful because I've only got 1 left. But I don't use my 3rd one yet because it hasn't fallen off of him yet. So I can kind of gauge when it'll fall off of him because I can just kind of look at, okay, well, when did Surge lose his buff or his debuff, you know? So then I can say, okay, Surge lost his turn yellow, he lost his Eagle Eye, so that means probably the guy's debuff is falling off, so I gotta be mindful of that. I think at least he's being gracious enough to spread the damage out against all of my characters, you know? That's kind of nice of him. He didn't have to do that, but he's doing it anyway, so I'll take it. And I gotta also remember that I've got access to Maidenheart if I need it. It looks like Surge's turn yellow fell off, so let's reestablish it, shall we? It probably just fell off, to be fair, though. So, but yeah, then if we need it, I've got access to Maidenheart, so I can just have her attempt. It's not a guarantee, but she can attempt to recharge her elements, which Matcha cannot take advantage of, unfortunately, but it is what it is, you know. Yeah, this guy will take a while to kill. If we had a whole bunch of blue elements, I could probably turn the field entirely blue and cast Frog Prince on him, but yeah, this way works too. It's probably slower, but you know. Okay, it's back to backdrop. That looks like it's targeting Lena, yeah. Okay, so we'll want to heal probably in a minute. I don't think he's leaning over just yet. But since that fell off, I probably want to weaken him again, so let's just do that. Alright, last weaken, so hopefully we finish him soon. I think, actually, no, now that I'm looking at him, I think he is almost done, because his head doesn't look like it's up quite as high as it was when we first started fighting him, so we shall see soon enough. I kind of don't want to heal all, but to be fair, it won't make the field entirely green, so that's worth remembering, though. It might be better to come in here with just recover alls, because the heal alls, obviously, at the higher levels will do more, but then you don't have to worry about turning the field entirely green, so this guy can take advantage of it, so, yeah. Okay, he's interrupting, that's good. Well, it's bad, but it's fine. We'll be fine. Now, do I cast Electro Bolt and see if he counters me? I mean, I've got full HP. I might as well give it a shot. I gotta break up the field anyway. Here you go. Nice, Matcha, nice. Okay, so that's what he counters with. He'll counter with heal all. How much is that heal for? Okay, not even as much as he got hit for. Fair enough, actually. That'll be fine. Ooh, nice crit surge. I was gonna say, that's probably it. Yeah, because he was pretty close. So long fight, but not too bad. He hits a little bit hard, but just keep your health up and you're fine. Smooth sailing. So. And that's the 16th star level as well. So if you didn't have access to a level 5 tech before this, Like if one of your other characters didn't have it, you might have access to it now. Surge got more strength and a lot of HP. Good. Lena got more magic. Good. That's what she's good at. Matcha got everything but strength, but she also got 2 res. Okay, Matcha. Keep that up. I mean, strength obviously would be pretty good, but that's fine. We don't need it that badly. Alright, but anyway, for taking care of Taurusoid, we can hit the green pillar up, so that's 2 down. 4 more to go. I think even if we do finish out all of the rest of the fort, I'm going to probably not go fight the last boss of it today, though. Like, even if we finish the other 2 rooms that are down here, and we fight the other boss that's down here, and then we go up and we fight the bosses upstairs, I don't think I'm going to finish the fort today, unless for some reason it's like, oh, it's only been 2 hours and 15 minutes and we're already on the final boss. But that would mean we'd have to get through the rest of this place in 45 minutes, and I don't really see that happening. Because the yellow room is basically one giant puzzle box, and the blue room is also puzzly, but, excuse me, it's not a tough puzzle. I'll probably go do that next, actually, because the yellow room is a pain in the nuts, so. At least I remember it being a pain in the nuts anyway, so. I should probably equip Arrow Blaster to use on these Cybots. We don't need Electro Bolt anymore, so can't hurt. Just stick it in there instead of Electro Bolt for Surge so he can just smack them up in the face. Or give it to Lena and let her do it because she's got higher magic at this point. So. Alright, and then Meteor Shower. What do I need for the next boss? Turn Red. I need to put Turn Red when we get out of here. And it also means Matcha will simultaneously be very powerful and in danger. But, you know, that's okay. That'll happen. Alright, yeah, just Fire Pillar him. He's almost done. He's slouching. Try to work on getting our mini level. I think there's only like 2 or 3 enemies in the blue room, so we got to kind of try to work the mini level while we're here, you know. So. All right. No, I could go fight that guy too. He's right next to where we are, so might as well, you know, just get it out of the way. Okay, the bat guy's here again. And combat. Alright, fair enough. Alpha Bat and combat. Someone on the dev team liked their puns. I can't say I don't approve, because I also like puns, so fair enough. I'm one of those people. I still can't believe Matcha's only 10 HP out from having the same HP as Surge. Like, usually her HP stat is a little bit low, but apparently she's gotten some pretty good star levels off screen while she's been out of the party, so. Alright, and then another Meteor Shower for you. I think I'm going to give the Arrow Blaster to Surge, actually. Just because that way, it's like, oh, another Cybot. Okay, here you go, Arrow Blaster for 200 damage. Of course, Lena can hit for over 200 damage on a weakness hit right now with an AoE attack, so that's... Actually, if I remember right, though, AoE attacks in this game kind of have similar power in some cases to, like, the single target attacks, which is a little weird. You wouldn't expect that. You'd expect it would, you know, okay, it hits all enemies, but it costs something because it does less damage overall, but, oh well, you know, it is what it is. Arrow Blaster for Surge, Turn Red for the other 2. And I think I'm going to leave this weaken here where it is as well. Maybe put an Imbecile here as well. Yeah, I should probably put the Panacea in too, but... Do I have another Imbecile? I don't. Okay. That's fine. I must have gotten the weaken from a chest or something then. I guess I could have put low res in here as well, but I mean, really, 2 buffs and 2 debuffs is enough. I don't think low res. I mean, low res would be nice because it'll make the battle go faster, but like, I don't know. You kill things quick enough in this game as it is, so I don't think I want the battles to go faster. Was it an arrow blaster for you? Sorry, I'm getting my train of thought caught up in the tangled web of my mind. I didn't put this at the bottom anywhere. There's Bush Basher, level 3, but here's Arrow Blaster, the level 4 skill, so. Okay, and then sort those because I apparently didn't do that. Turn red. Whoops. Oh, first of all, put the turn red there. Second of all, put the turn red up there. There we go. I guess we'll do it that way, I don't know. Alright, and then this. There we go. Okay, well, that's that. It's everything isn't exactly set where it should be, but, you know, it's in a good enough spot. I think that was where yeah, we came around this way from the other direction to hit this button, so, okay. So, I'll save first, then we'll go off to the blue room, and we'll fight the enemies that are in there. If we get the mini level in there, great. If we don't, then I'll just come back to the green room, and we'll just go into the maze, and we'll fight the enemies here until we get the mini level, and then we'll go from there. I mean, I'm okay if the mini level takes a little while, because the longer it takes, the more HP I get. So, like, I mean, it's only little boosts, but those little boosts sometimes can come in pretty handy. So. Okay. So, off to the blue room. So I guess we kind of ended up going counterclockwise. I was originally going to go clockwise, and we ended up going counterclockwise instead. Fair enough. So there's some semblance of order to it, rather than me just going to random rooms. So our goal is up there, but, well, there's a wall here. We have to hit that button to make the stairs show up. So that's what we'll try to do. Ooh, treasure. Ooh, hang on. Oh, okay, well, the bat's gone. Ah, yeah, so the treasure boxes don't contain treasure in this room. Instead, they move the puzzle that's in this area. So they'll move the little platform back and forth so you can travel up and around and down into all the different rooms. I forget if there are dragoons in some of the rooms. Maybe. That might be where all the battles are here, because I think there's like 1 or 2 bat fights in here, and that's it. Google. Okay, fair enough. And meteor shower or luminaire. You know what? Luminaire. I choose death. Hope! Again, sorry. Just see Surge put his finger up like, I'm pointing at the sky. I mean, obviously you point at the sky when the meteor shower would come up, and that would make sense too, but I just see him pointing up, and I'm like, nope. I gotta express. Wow, you're a little tanky, aren't you? There you go. Okay, there's the mini level. Surge got strength, good. Lena got, okay, well, maybe she's taking a break from getting massively powerful levels for the past several. Fair enough. There's where all the levels went, okay. Yeah, Matcha, that's a perfect level. Good work. I don't think you can get accuracy from a level, but I could be wrong about that. But either way, that's the mini level for us, so now we don't have to worry about going and grabbing it from anywhere else. So, alright, before we go anywhere, let's go back this way. See what's in here, because I think there's, yeah, a chest here. Okay, well, this chest is just going to move the whatchamajiggies here. Yeah, that thing. Alright, so let's leave that there, actually, because then if I go back up and around, I can go into that first door, and then we can bring it that way and set it up so that we can go into that door, and then we can set it up so we can go into over to where the final door of the room is. But let's see what's in here first. A chest. Ah, okay, so we needed to come up here anyway, because that's the sea charm. You can disassemble that for more of the shiny dew that we got at the beginning of the stream, so. And with that, we have all the shiny dew we should need. So, set that up like that, and then if we go back up here, we can close. I think this left one, if we close it, yeah, it'll come up here, so then we can go over here. So not really a complicated puzzle, just a matter of, you know, okay, where do I go? That's all. Oh, okay. There's the Dragoon that was going to be at the front door originally, I think. Hey, look, it even shows the day from the front door, the little relief, rather, from the front door. So. How wooed. We walk right in here and you just, okay, smack. Okay, well, it's just you. That's fine. Actually, instead of hitting you, why don't I hit the Dragoon, and then I just AoE you down with the Dragoon? How about that? Seems like that might work a little bit better. This time I'll just Meteor Shower. If you get fatigue on them with Meteor Shower, I think I mentioned this previously, but as far as I'm aware, I learned this from just looking this up this playthrough. I thought before this that enemies had stamina, but apparently they do not, so... if you get fatigue on them, it doesn't really do a whole lot, unfortunately. Sorry to say it, but it is what it is, you know. Right, how about an Ice Blast? Let me try that again without the air catching my throat. How about an Ice Blast? There we go. Nice. All that extra magic paying off. Oh, I got another low res. I guess if I wanted to, I could equip that too. Well, it doesn't look like there's anything in this room, so that's fine. We've got the guy in our bestiary now. Not that... I don't think there's any way to look at the bestiary in this game, as far as I'm aware, unless it's in, like, the customized menu. Nope. Okay, well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there's a way to look at the bestiary in-game. I know that there's, later on in the game, there is a challenge that you can do. It's like a mini-game, basically, but what you do is you have to use... you have to look at monsters that you've already fought and defeated, and then you can use them for something. We'll talk about that in a little while. The rewards from doing that are pretty good, so we'll be able to do something with that eventually, just not yet. Alright, so... we found the stairs, so before we go inside there, let's go back over here. We'll save, and then we will see what we can find in here. I think Imbecile will probably come in more handy than Weaken this time, but I don't know, I guess we'll see. Probably, well, it depends, because a good chunk of the bosses in this game kind of like alternate. They'll do like physical attack, then spell, then physical attack, then spell, so we'll see which one we end up getting. I wonder if it's worth it for me to set... I don't think this thing can cast Deluge, but I wonder if it's worth it for me to... Do I have a Deluge trap? I feel like I think I picked one up. I think it can also cast Iceberg now that I think about it, so that might be worthwhile to try to grab, but... it's okay. I do have a Deluge trap, so I guess we could use that if I so chose. And I suppose leaving the fort and going to Guldove to grab an Iceberg trap wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. I'm trying to think if there's any situation where I would be able to get that easier later. I mean, probably, but it's not like we can equip it right now anyway. That being said, Iceberg would really hurt if I got hit by it. Let's go to Guldove. Let's go grab it because I'm thinking about it, so I may as well, you know. Or, Guldove? Marble. Marble is where I want to go, not Guldove. Guldove will have more meteor showers for me, but we're already dropping so many rocks in the enemy's heads, it's a wonder there's anything left in the damned asteroid belt, so... I think we've got enough meteor showers for one party. I should have picked this up earlier, that's my bad, I didn't even think about this. So let's go pick up a couple more traps. I may pick up a few more traps just while I'm there anyway, because it's easier than picking them up later on in the game, even though we don't need them right now, you know. So, let's just go see. And as you can see, you can leave the fort at any time if you so choose, to go rest and recuperate, get supplies back, whatever you need to do, so. But I'm not super concerned about it, you know. It is what it is. Alright, trap guy, hit me up. Although, you know, thinking about it, I'm not even sure if I can equip the iceberg trap right now. Because it's level 6, right? Yeah, I don't even know if we have a level 6 slot. Okay, well, I'll get it anyway. We don't need the Frog Prince trap, by the way. I think I said this before, but we already have Frog Prince, so won't need that. I'll get a Thunderstorm and a Golem, though. We've got a Carnivore Tornado. I'll get a Sonya trap. I'll get a Free Fall trap. I think I sold mine, but I'll get that anyway. And we don't need Mothership either. You can use it as a summon. It's a good summon. It's just, I'm not planning on using it, because if I need any Shiny Soot, I'll just... I don't know if I mentioned that. I should mention that for people who weren't here. If you kill enemies in a battle with a summon spell, you get the shiny material of that element. So, like, when I killed some enemies at the beginning of the stream on Mount Pyre with Frog Prince, I got Shiny Dew, 1 Shiny Dew for every enemy that I defeated with Frog Prince. So I just got all of them that I would need for the end game right now, because I figured I might as well. If you kill enemies with the Mothership, you could get Shiny Soot, which is the black element material, but... yeah, I'm not planning on trapping that, so... I guess I'll grab an Ultra Nova as well. I'm gonna need Unicorn eventually as well, so I might as well grab that. And I'll grab a Magnify while I'm here. I don't know how much I'll actually use it. I usually use Diminish instead, but... I'll grab Magnify. You never know. If I'm gonna be actually not just using Diminish and completely whiffing, like, not whiffing, but neutering all of my own magic power in this playthrough, I may actually want to use Magnify in certain cases where it's like, okay, well, the boss mainly uses physical attacks and barely ever uses any magic. Like with Taurusoid, actually. If I had used Magnify against him and then just used, like, not yellow element spells on him, I probably would have done some pretty good damage with Lena and Matcha, but, c'est la vie. Alright, does anybody in this party have level 6? I don't think so, but hey, we won't know till we find out. You don't. You don't. That's not a good sign. Okay, nobody does. All right. Fair enough. And we can't get any more star levels before we fight this next boss, because the boss that's after this one is not available until you've gone through all of the rooms on this floor. So there might be a couple of characters that have access to level 6 elements at this point, like 1 slot. But like for some reason, I'm thinking Pierre might have access to it at this point. But like, yeah. I don't think I want to stick Pierre in the party. First of all, we can't, because he's not even available to me on this playthrough. But second of all, even if he was, even if I picked him as the guide, he's not very good, so I don't think I'd want to stick him in the party. Just saying. Sorry, Pierre, but you're just not good. So. Alright. But anyway, we got our turn reds. We got our weekends. I probably could have gotten another imbecile, but it's fine. You know, we'll be good with the ones we've got. We can buy more later. So let's head up here and go into this room and see what we have to fight here. The next Guardian. Come, Guardian! Wait, this one won't protect me. This one will try to kill me. And it's gelatin. I mean, I guess at least it's not Flubber. Could have been the green element. I feel like Flubber probably came out around the same time as Chrono Cross did, so they could have made the reference, but I guess they thought better of it. Fair enough. But yeah, it's Giant Gloop we gotta fight. It's the slime from hell. Well, maybe not the slime from hell. We'll see the slime from hell later, but for now, we'll just fight the slime. It's fine. Lots of physical defense, as you might expect from a slime. But let's get Turn Red on Surge and Eagle Eye on Surge, and between those two, we should be able to punch through the defenses a little bit with his 25 strength and extra strength from the Gauntlet. Matcha's got red element, so she should be able to hit a little harder as well. Gooey goo! Oh, okay. Yeah, that's not even remotely a problem. Evasion % decreased, that's your big strategy? Alright, man, if that's what you want to do. Alright, I would use bottoms up here because we've got the ability to, but let's get Eagle Eye up first, and then we can have Matcha do some attack elements while Lena supports and Surge wails on him. So. And we don't have to worry about turning the field green either because, well, the enemy isn't green this time, so. Oh yeah, that's the damage I'm looking for. Take in! I forgot about this. He's going to take one of our party members in, and I think... Oh, no, never mind. I was thinking of a different boss, probably from a different game. I was gonna say he takes them in and then slowly like digests them, but no, does not. Frozen. That's unfortunate, but it is what it is. You know, we'll figure that part out. I probably could have avoided that problem by I don't know, like equipping a medicine, because a medicine, the blue element one, would actually let me heal Frozen, but I cannot. So if we have to defend, I'll just imbecile him and then defend until we can go from there. Do I want to? She's got 2. Let's do a fire pillar so that they're both out, and then we can wait our turn. And then the more we wait, the more likely it is that Lena's going to be able to unfreeze, and then we can go from there. All right, that's fine. Defend, and you defend as well. I don't want to accidentally press run away, because if you can actually run away from any boss fight in this game. So if you press run away, you actually will run away. So yeah, be careful with that one. It can mess you up occasionally. So all right, we got a blue field, which obviously is making turn red not so great, but we don't want him to keep the blue field, obviously. So let's make it a little more red. I don't like your blue field. I mean, I would if Lena was unfrozen, but okay, she's unfrozen. She's got the flu, but she's unfrozen. Fair enough. So let us... No, let's have Matcha do her next attack, actually, because she's got a little more physical attack against this guy because of the elemental advantage. So, Ice Lance. So he's got a lot of freezing techniques, I guess. Yeah, it's fine. Lost my focus, but it's fine. Alright, can we turn this man into clothing? How many t-shirts can we make for the Monochromium apparel shop that doesn't exist? Okay. Well, I learned my lesson today. Stop trying to make apparel. That's my lesson. Alright, anyway. We got to turn red surge again, so let's do that. There's Iceberg. So if we had access to the trap, we could, you know, trap this. It's probably going to hurt a little bit, but we can heal, I guess. Yeah, that hurts a little bit. Yeah, Matcha almost just died, and I would have had to use a revive. That's way more damage than I thought it was going to be. But I mean, I guess it's Iceberg, so, you know, that sort of tracks. All right, we'll heal up. We'll probably have to heal up with Surge again, and I don't have Eagle Eye or Turn Red currently on to fall back on, but that's okay. You know, we can handle that. Excuse me. Surge is still doing pretty good damage, though, considering. But he won't use Iceberg again until he loops around his attack pattern, if I remember right, and there's like 6 turns worth of attacks before he loops around, so we should be safe-ish for a little while. Alright, so let's get another... Yeah, okay, so this is the beginning of his attack pattern again, I think. So we'll lose evasion %, but that's fine. Let's see. 1, 2, 2. And then... Let's see if we can get the turn red on Surge real quick. Yeah, I was gonna say, no, not on Lena. We'll work on Lena in a minute. We'll let her get an Eagle Eye up, and then we'll go from there. Nope, not you either, Surge, because you don't quite have the stamina for this just yet, so... I think he's almost done, though, because he's shriveling up a little bit, so... let's see... 2-2. Okay. There's Take In. Well, I might not get Eagle Eye out of this if she gets frozen again. But, if that happens, it is what it is. She didn't, because she's not slumped over. So that's fine. And then we can go with Eagle Eye. Here you go, Surge. We're all out a little bit, and Surge only has 6 stamina, so that's not so great, but it is what it is. Do I do a 2, then a 3, then try to, like... No, I'm just going to 3-3 him. See what happens. Okay, he's not quite dead yet, so that's fine. I think I might have at least one more Fire Pillar, so... I was going to say, is that it? Just the extra 6 damage, that's enough, but it was not enough, so... Okay, so since it was not enough, let's just do this. And then, since the physical attacks don't really do much to him, let's just Fire Pillar him. Yeah, that'll do. Okay, now he's slumped over. Now I can physically see it, so that's fine. 2-2. And then go for... I'm gonna go for an Arrow Blaster, actually. Push that blue right off the field. Although he may just decide to... Nice Sonic Boom, Surge. And that was enough. Good. I was gonna say, although he may just decide to blue field me anyway, but... That's okay. We melted him with a Sonic Boom. Who knew he was actually Venom, and therefore weak to supersonic weapons? I think Venom is weak to supersonic weapons, anyway. I think it's fire and supersonic waves. God, I am not a very good fan of the comics, am I? I mean, to be fair, I never read them, so that's probably part of it. Alright, well, 26-17 for Surge. That's pretty good, too. Lena's slowly losing her touch in terms of her ability to be the main character. That's fine. And another perfect level for Matcha. I mean, the HP obviously could have been a little bit better, but really the more important stats here are Strength and Magic, and she is getting all of them, so that's great. I'll take it. Got an Aqua Ball. Don't really need that, but I'll take it as well. Alright, and let's get rid of the flu since it's still plaguing us. I suppose I could be, like, equipping medicine or stuff like that on, but I don't really feel like I need it all that badly. I'll tell you what I do need, though, for this next boss that we're going to fight, is I need to get some Panacea up on... I'll probably put it on Surge, just for the hell of it. Well, I guess I'll stick it here, then, since it has to be on 4. And then we need to do... So the next boss fight is the one that I'm actually going to use Frog Prince for. So we need to take these turn reds off and stick turn blues on instead. I'm even going to give Surge a turn blue because that way he can make use of it. So we'll do that. Turn blue for you. And stick a turn blue here for you. I'm probably also going to... I wonder if I should stick a Magnify on. I don't think we'll need it, honestly. I feel like we'll be fine without it. Oh, and you know what? Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Matcha, because turn blue is something that I want to use, but while we're building up our element power, I might as well let Surge hit a little harder. So let's put turn black on, because the next boss is white elemental. So we can put turn black on first, then we can put turn blue on while we set Lena up to summon the Frog Prince. And we'll go from there. Matcha feels the need to catch up with these perfect level ups. Yeah, she's definitely like, okay, well, I can't let these kids, show me up. I'm a mother of 2 at this point. I've done enough, but I need to do more. Can't let these kids show me how it's done. I gotta show them how it's done. Alright, but there's the 3rd seal taken care of. 4th seal incoming. The next boss, like I said, is white elemental, so we won't see them in the yellow room, which is the next place we're going, but we will see a puzzle in the yellow room. It's probably the puzzle that a lot of people dislike on replay-throughs of this game. I'm gonna go fight this bad guy, actually. Because I think we can get a mini-level in between here, so let's just find out. I was gonna say, what, not gonna come down from your perch? We'll find out if we can get the mini-level if we, do a couple of battles and we keep getting HP ups. Like, if we do 1 or 2 and then the HP ups just fall off, then that means we can't get a mini-level here. Although, I guess I could just look, I could just go look at the character FAQ, which I don't think I have that in the background. I think I have the other one in the background instead. Yeah, I got Shotgun Nova's FAQ in the background, so hold on. Get the character FAQ up while the meteors rain down. 18, 19, 20, and 21 for the star levels that do not have mini levels in between. And this next one is 18, so the next boss, the boss after that, and there's 2 bosses back to back at the end of this place. So basically from now until the end of the fort, there are no mini levels. So with that in mind, I think we just leave after we kill these guys, because I don't think they're going to do us much good. We might get like 1 or 2 little HP boosts, but I think that's about it. And I think there's already bats in the yellow room anyway, so I'll be able to fight them if I really want to by the time we get in there. So, excuse me. I should mention, so far inside of this area we've gotten the Flame Charm and the Sea Charm. There's 3 more charms to get. There's one in the yellow room, the Earth Charm, and then upstairs, once we get there, is the Angel and the Demon Charms. It's not that you should get them before you leave. You can return to Fort Dragonia once you're done here after this, and I guess that sort of spoils the fact that even though we're about to have the climactic final showdown, quote-unquote, with Lynx, it's not really the climactic final showdown. I mean, we're only star level 17. By the time we reach him, we'll be star level 20. That's a little low for an end-of-game level, to be fair. At least in a Japanese RPG. Some Western RPGs, you'll end at level 20, but... yeah, so either way... You can come back here, but it would probably behoove you to get all of this stuff before you leave, just because it's a little bit more inconvenient to come back here later on, so... I mean, it's not a huge deal to come back here. It's, you know, you just walk through Mount Pyre, but... Yeah, it's a little less convenient. I think the bat, yeah, he kind of a little bit of a Pac-Man maze in here, so the bats will kind of go back and forth like the ghosts do. And there's a few treasure chests to go grab, so we'll see if we can grab them while we're on our way out and around. So I can slip by this bat, though. Alright, so, what's the problem here? Well, the problem you may have seen is that we can't get to the central pillar from here right now. So in order to get to the central pillar, you have to do the puzzle, which is this right here. Right, that's how dragons work. So in order to reach the central seal, you have to change the party order in such a way that they are labeled head, body, and tail. So when you stand on this the first time, he'll label them in order, 1, 2, 3. So Surge is head, Lena is tail, and Matcha is body. So if I want to get to the central pillar, I have to get a party order of Surge, Lena, and Matcha. So normally you can press select and that'll switch your party order there, but as you can see, you can't quite get it so that Matcha's in the second slot. And if you go back to the save point, this whole thing will just reset. So I think if I remember correctly, you can stand on this and it will adjust your party order? I think. Let's find out. All right, what do we got here? We got Lena, Surge, Matcha. Okay, so now we can do head, body, tail because we have... we've switched the party order by standing on top of that thing. So, all right, so let's check in with this guy again. And then I think now that we're in, head, body, tail order. We're gonna need to switch up our orders a little bit. Yeah, there we go. So we're in the correct order now, so we should be able to reach the central pillar because the platforms move depending on your party formation. So, like as you can see here, this platform moved over, so now we can hit this. And that'll lower that, which I forget what that does for us, but we're going to find out in just a moment because I'm going to go look. I think we can reach the central pillar from here. I could be wrong. It could be this is just the first step to get to it. No, you got to go up there because then you can go around and you can... Oh, no, you can't. Okay. I was going to say, this little thing that's right here that's up on top of that, I believe... is what you need to go hit in order to get to the next area. But we did need to lower those stairs in order to get to the next area. So now what I need to do is I need to get this platform here over here somewhere. So let's see if we can do that. So we can get the platform where it needs to go. And we want to get those 2 chests. I forget which one of them has the... let's see. So this is body, tail, head. I think it's tail, head, body is actually what we want for this next part. At least in order to get to one of the chests. I'm not sure if this will get us to the... I'm not sure if this will get us to the central pillar, but it probably will get us to one of the chests, I think. Well, if it can't get us to one of the chests, it might get us to the thing that drops the central pillar. So at the very least, then we'll be done with that, you know. Okay, no, we can get that chest now, because we can go up the stairs and then go there. We can't go there just yet, but we can get to the chest at the very least. And I might get intercepted by this, never mind, bat. So, yeah, it's a little tricky, this little puzzle, because you gotta kind of just keep switching around the party order in order to get everything where it needs to go. But, yeah, in order to get to that one, we're gonna need the little thing in the center to come over here somewhere. Or this thing to come over here somewhere. So we know it's not head, body, tail, which is this. We did the other one, so let's try the formation with matcha in front, I think. So it'd be body, tail, head. And we'll see where we end up once we do this. I could look at the FAQ, but I'm trying to do it without it, so that way you kind of get the authentic yellow room experience here. It's, I guess, a little tedious, but honestly, like, it's not too bad. You can kind of just walk in between the areas and be fine. So, alright, let's try this out. Let's see where we end up. Well, that looks like we can get to that chest now, at the very least. And there's the earth charm, so that takes care of the treasure. Now it's just a matter of getting to the other place. I don't remember how we can do that, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, see, there's nothing there to get me there just yet. Alright. So since that's the case, let's just, okay. I have outrun the bat. Very good, very good. Let me try the original formation again and just see what that... I think that just got us to... No, that just got us to the blue switch, actually. So let's try doing this again and see what this... If we press this, it should... I think this will switch our second and third party members around, basically. Yeah, it switches them around again. So let's just see here. Because I think the only thing we need to do now is just get to that little statue thing that'll let us drop the central pillar down, and then once we do that, the room's over. So, and that's surprising to me because we've only been at this for 2 hours and 6 minutes at this point, and well, the rest of this area isn't terribly long. So, okay, that's not going to get us to where we need to go. So let's try one of the other formations here. And if this don't work, and then the Matcha Surge Lena one don't work, then we will just look at the FAQ. I will give up. Because we could be here all day at this, but I'd rather not. I can't see if it's there right now or not, but I guess we'll find out in a sec. Well, it's not there either, so... we might have it. Yep, we got it. Okay. So now I just need to get there. And probably gonna run into this bat on the way there. Nope. Never mind. And you can switch around the party order once you set the room up, but... yeah, we'll let Lena do this, why not? And yeah, as you can see there, hit this up, and then it will drop down the yellow pillar, so we can go back over here, hit the yellow pillar, and then proceed. Because this will be the fourth one. And we grabbed all the treasure out of the room as well, so that's a good thing. Because now we've got more shiny materials to work with. Yeah, I don't know, we might beat the whole fort today. I didn't expect it was going to happen, but I don't think it's that much further up ahead, because once we go in the elevator there to get up further, well, it might look a little familiar once we get up there, but we'll worry about that later, once we actually get there. So, okay. Sure, I guess I'll fight you. I got a couple little HP ups previously, so I don't see why not. If it will only benefit me, then there's no real point in avoiding it. Just gotta, like I said, remember not to use those Panaceas. They're limited use for right now. But you do want to use them for the next fight, because there's a status ailment in the next fight that we don't have a healing item for otherwise. So we gotta make sure we use that if possible. Bonk. I guess thinking about how our stats are turning out, though, like, Surge was having a little bit of trouble with getting his strength up before, but honestly, he's, like, more than halfway to where most speedrunners try to hit. Like, the breakpoint for most speedruns, in order to really just ensure that you have the amount of damage that you need to play the game speedily all the way through, is about 45 to 46 strength, if I remember correctly. So if you get there on a speedrun, your Surge is exactly as good as he needs to be. He may even be a little over. So with our Surge being at 26 strength right now, we're more than strong enough for the point where we're at, especially since he's also got a Dragoon Gauntlet on, so that kind of helps out a little bit too, you know. So all right, let's do this. We will save here, and then we get to go fight that one boss. There's one boss for everybody in this game, but if you ask most people which boss is their least favorite, most of them will tell you it's this one. And if you were here for Chrono Trigger, you may, well, not recognize the guy, but you'll recognize the name. Oh, Jesus Christ. Not another sun! But yeah, in Chrono Trigger, we fought the Son of the Sun. And Chrono Cross said, yeah, we gotta have a sun boss too, so they have the Son of a Gun. I hate the face modeling. Why? I know they're just flexing. Like, I know that's what they're doing with the face modeling, but why does it exist? Who decided this was a good idea? I don't know, but there it is. All right, let's get around to Matcha's turn so we can do turn black on Surge real quick. I'd like to get her to... How much do I want to get her element power-wise? Because this is the boss that I want to use Frog Prince on, so we're going to turn blue a bunch of times, and then ideally we'll go from there. So the problem, though, is going to be if the status ailment pops up. Because if it pops up on Surge, well, we got a problem. But yeah, see, he doesn't really take a whole lot of damage. He's only taking 4, kind of similar to the other bosses so far, but he's only got, I think, like 380 HP or something like that, so it's not really much to go off of. Let me do one more. Okay, he still hasn't interrupted me, good. So, where's your turn? Actually, it's better that I did one more because this is a level 2 spell right now, so let's do that. Give this to Surge, see if we can poke. Yeah, but why that face, though? Oh, Conquer, you don't even know. It's not even that face, it's those faces. You'll see in a minute. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, and I hate it. But yeah, just poking him with Surge at the with the black element on, with turn black on, it's doing 12 damage a hit, and that's pretty great. So let's do that a little more, just to kind of soften him up a little bit. That should be good. So 2. I believe, if I remember correctly, after 10 hits he'll go again, like 10 level 1 hits. So let's do that again with Lena this time. 1, 2, so 5, 6, 7. I'd like him to go again, though, so I think let's have Matcha do a little bit. 8, 9. Okay, there he goes. So this is the tech that we don't want to get hit with Surge by. Kissy Wissy. I also hate that. And it missed, good. So that can put you to sleep, and that's why you need Panacea, because we don't have anything to heal sleep right now. And then he'll mode change, and he actually mode changed to the worst possible thing he could mode change to, because his angry face, this thing, it will cast multiple elements on you in a row. So hopefully we can do this before that happens. I'm trying to think if I should defend. I think I should defend right now because I want to get to the point where I can cast all the elements before he, you know, throws meteors and shit at me. I'm going to defend again, actually. I want him to attack so that that way his turn is done, and then I can just spend the next everything, basically, throwing the kitchen sink at him. Well, okay, maybe not. Matcha doesn't have her level 7 tech yet, but, you know, kind of that. All right, so turn blue. I'll let Lena do this first, just like we did previously, so it's good we got the muscle memory for it, because now we'll just do exactly what we were going to do. Turn blue, Matcha. Surge, you can turn blue next as well. And then Lena, all you got to do is hit your one attack, and then we should be good, hopefully. Okay, so turn blue. And then we have a couple of chances, I think, for Lena to do this, because if she misses the first one, because she needs to get to level 5 to cast Frog Prince. So if she misses this one, which she didn't, good. I would have been able to switch to Matcha and had her attack, and then Lena could have tried it again. But I hopefully won't need to do anything else here, because I don't want to fight this guy anymore, and after this he's going to cast 2 techs in a row, which will probably deal about 200 damage to the whole party. So, please kill him, Frog Prince. Okay, that should be enough. After the prior damage we did? Yeah, okay, good. Alright, Face Man, with your low polygon but relatively high fidelity for PS1 face graphics, go back to hell where you belong. I want to make sure I'm clear on that. I made that look easier than it actually is. If you use Turn Black on everybody, you can deal some pretty good damage to him, but you'll still only be dealing with anyone except for Surge, who right now has 30 strength with his Dragoon Gauntlet and Dragoon's Honor on. Anybody else, I mean, okay, if I gave her all that, she'd hit 26 strength and she'd probably hit for 10 damage per level 1 hit, but it's not even worth it using level 3 attacks against him. His defense is so high that you won't get anywhere with it. You're better off just using level 1 hits because you'll get more damage off, but you could just use Frog Prince. It's just easier. So there you go. Surge got more strength. Lena got a good level again, that's good. Matcha got more resistance. Nobody is surprised by this. And we got him, so that's all that matters. And you know what, Lena's got 19 magic now as well, so she's got 20 with the magic ring. She's really good off. 20 magic at this point is solid. Like, that's gonna do very good for us, so. Alright, but with that, what do I need for the next fight? So the next fight's tricky because the next fight is kind of a 2-for-1. There's a red enemy and a red element enemy and a black element enemy in the same fight. So we're gonna have to do a little bit of fancy-dancy tech switching here, kind of. Or I could just kind of equip, like... Well, I don't know. Do I need turn blue for that one? I'm not really sure if I do, to be fair. Because the first enemy that we fight there, it's not particularly strong. I think it only has like 400. There's like one that has 400 HP and one that has 1,000. So, and the black element one is the one that has 1,000. So probably that's the one that it would be more pertinent to, you know, obviously be careful with. And to be fair, Surge has got that covered pretty well, left, right, and center, because he's, you know, he's a white innate character. So obviously he's, you know, gonna have to be a little careful in terms of the damage that guy can deal. But, you know, I think we should be fine. I might use Weak-Minded, actually, because I have a couple of Photon Beams and another Meteor Shower, so I might use Weak-Minded. Wonder who I'm going to use it on. So we're going to get a turn white going here, though, because then I can have Matcha and Lena join in on the fun if I have them turn white. So... and then we can go from there. And yes, I know. The irony's not lost on me. I know, I'm sticking turn whites on Matcha. Please don't think too deeply about it. It's just a spell. I'm sorry. I'm not... That's not the intention here. Please don't think about it too deeply. Okay, anyway. So let's go save, actually, before we go any further. And then once we defeat the last boss of the area up there, you know, it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today if I do it that way, but I think I probably will end it a little early just because, you know, I want to get this done. And then once we defeat the last boss of the area up there, you know, it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today if I do it that way, but I think I probably will end it a little early just because, you know, I want to get this done. And then once we defeat the last boss of the area up there, it'll be a little bit of a shorter stream today if I do it that way, but I think I probably will end it a little early just because, if I was to fight the boss, we'd be here for 3 hours, 15 minutes, probably. And I still have half of a lab report to write between now and 12:30 when I go to bed, so if I have to end a little early tonight, I will. We'll go for a little longer next time if need be, but I'm not really super concerned about it, you know, it's fine. But anyway, let's go up the elevator. And, well, if you were here for the first episode... Oh, we can go down, too. Okay, well, let's go down first, actually. I don't know what's down. I know what's up. If you were here for the first episode, you also know what's up, because, well, we've seen what's up. You'll see what I mean in a little bit. What are these things supposed to be? Well, whatever it is, these, oh. Eggshell. So maybe it's like some kind of incubating machine? Doesn't look like it's working, though. This one's empty, but it would have said if it was functioning. It said it's not, so... Huh. Now, where have I seen an egg before where we could probably use something like this to fix that? To, like, hatch the egg faster. Yeah, I'm sure it's not important. I'll worry about it later. But yeah, if you go up from here... Well, the music will be a little bit different, but... Yeah, it's this again. We're back to the in medias res point. This is where shit hit the fan last time. Although, last time, Kid was here and did an evil laugh, and Nicky was here and he strummed on his guitar until the enemies fell over. And also, I think the last time we were here, we had less HP than we do right now. Probably because I didn't have Lena in the party. But that's the last pillar that we need to hit right down there, I think? Yeah, because we just hit the light pillar, so that's the dark pillar. So let's go hit the dark pillar. We'll grab the goods around here, because I think there's a couple of treasures. There should be at least two, one a demon charm and one an angel charm, but I don't remember where each one is, so let's just go see if we can find them. First, we'll get this one. Okay, that's fine. No mini levels here, but I'll probably run into a couple of enemies anyway and just end up fighting them, because these Acacia privates have a tendency to just want to sprint up to you, so... yeah, because the bats will probably die from one meteor shower, so just soften you up a little bit. Nice dodge surge. Did I lose my focus from almost getting hit there? I did. Okay, that's fine. Just do that. And then meteor shower. Go. Okay, still standing. Lena, you've got the elemental advantage. Whack him upside the head. There we go. Nice and easy. Okay, well, little boosts. Nothing for Matcha, but that's fine. Like I said, her HP is actually pretty good this playthrough, but usually it's not incredible. So, like, if her HP is a little low, that's fine. It's where she probably normally is anyway, so... Oh, good, another Dragoon. Good thing I'm packing Ice Blast. What if it's a different kind of Dragoon, like a different element? It's not. Okay, fair enough. Actually, why don't you just do it, Lena, because you've got the Ice Blast, so... Let's bonk him on the head, and then whack him upside the head with the blast, and see if that's enough to kill him. If it's not, then we've got extra, you know, people that can do stuff. Oh good, Lena has taken back over in the max HP department. She has more than Surge again. That's funny. She just can't help herself. Yeah, let's fold them. Put the clothes away. Try merchandising again. I could be using bottoms up as well, but it's basically just the hip drop out of this move if you use bottoms up. So like she effectively does a hip drop on the guy. So I figure if she's gonna do the hip drop anyway, might as well also turn the man into a peril. Can you imagine if he managed to limp his way back to whatchamacallit, to Viper Manor? How did you get knocked out? I thought you were on the front lines of the war. I got folded. Well, I know that. You have no age. No, literally, I got folded. Alright, I think if I remember right, we can get to that chest down there by going here, because then we can kind of go down that way. I want to see what's over here first. Oh, okay. There's a bat here. Or two. And Surge can handle that just by himself. I don't know, this photon beam might even kill this thing. Well, no, because there's no white element on the field, so it might be left on death's door. But if it's not, I have got to recover all with Lena's name on it. Okay, never mind, he's dead. Okay, Surge was, well, okay, I was gonna say, Surge is trying to catch up, but Lena said, nope, still gonna maintain that gap. That's just funny. It's just one of those things, you know. Oh, good, another meteor shower. Now I don't have to buy it. Fantastic. And actually, if you want more meteor showers, it's probably worth your time to go and get them before you finish the fort up, because, again, it's going to be more inconvenient not just to come back to Fort Dragonia, but also to go, well, most anywhere else by boat once you're done in Fort Dragonia. So, if you want to go buy some stuff, I would recommend going and doing it now, before you leave. It's not that far back to the save point, and from the save point you can kind of just go right back to, you know, where you were going. Oh, there's a private here. Alright, well, just run in circles around him, because I don't need to fight him right now. I'd probably need to fight this guy, though, because I've got a chest here that I'd like to open up. We got the Angel Charm, though, if I remember correctly. That was, excuse me, what we just got out of that chest there. Another captain, sergeant. Yeah, same difference. Okay, didn't lose my focus, so I can hit this guy with a 3. Still didn't lose my focus. Good. Do I Arrow Blaster the sergeant? Yeah, because he's yellow element. I'll Arrow Blaster him. Have a sonic boom, sir. Not bad, Surge. Not bad at all. Alright, and then we'll let Lena do some meteor showers, I think. No focus lost. Good. Probably gonna, yeah, end this guy with this next bonk, so. Here you go. Now, I don't know if this will kill the private, but Matcha won't do as much damage to the private because she's red innate, so it will not quite hit her quite, or she won't be able to hit him quite as hard, I should say. And I don't think I have any elements on her that'll let her hit other elements besides, like, red. I guess I still have the Electro Bolt. I'll use that. Now that their boss is dead, I don't have to worry about using yellow elements because, you know, he can't take advantage of them anymore. He's in the grave. Okay, no more mini levels. That's fine. Oh, we got another silver earring and another Electro Bolt, so cool. I'll take it. I don't know what silver earrings disassemble into, but oh, there's the demon charm. Okay, cool. So is that angel charm and demon charm? I guess I can look at those because those are accessories. Yeah. Okay. So we have the sea charm, flame charm, earth charm, angel charm, demon charm. So, but yeah, if it tracks as to what silver normally is in these games, then that means it might disassemble into mithril if I do that. So we'll have to see if that's how that works. You know, I should probably equip a blackout as well, because we got one, so I might as well use it for something, you know, in case we get hit by a status effect or something here. So. And Lena, you've got an Ice Blast, so that's probably going to be enough to make a difference with this next fight. Let's find out. Shall we? No chest in this room, so nothing else for it. Demon of Song, is that you? Well, he's got a song in his heart, that's why he's head bopping so much, but yeah, this is the last enemy we got to fight in here, the last boss before, well, the boss that we're here for, which is Lynx. Well, okay, so there's a boss before Lynx too, but you get what I mean. Anyway, Bunyip, something like that, so that's what we'll fight. Let's just go right out of the gate since it's red element and just have Lena wail on him real quick. Okay, did not get interrupted yet, good. So now we can just open with straight up Ice Blast. She's already done like 100 damage just with her physicals, so this should deal solid damage as well. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, Magma Bomb, that's fine. That's not gonna bother me too much. Actually, I'm gonna wait for Matcha real quick because I want her to... She can hit a little harder once we take care of this part, basically. And that's it for this part, but as I mentioned before, there is a slime from hell in here, and it's this one. Now that's a face only a mother could love. So, is the body possessed by this large eyeball demon, or what exactly? Because that's... I'm pretty sure the slug thing underneath is dead now. If it's not, then it's definitely in pain. Anyway, let's get an Imbecile up on him, although I'm loath to do... Well, no, because we pushed most of the black element off the field at this point, so I don't think I'm that loath to do it. It will reduce his damage, though, which is good, because he's probably going to use a bunch of magic on me. So, alright, Matcha, now it's your time to shine. So you build up your element power while we wait for everybody to get their turns back, and then we can do a turn white on... Let's do it on Lena, actually, because we only really need Eagle Eye on Surge, so... And then just let him throw damage at them as best as he can. But if we get it on Lena, she can hit for a little more damage while she's whacking this guy upside the head, so... And she's got the physical attack for it as well, so, you know. Alright, well, now that I just used Imbecile, maybe I should have used Weaken. But no, he'll mostly be using some elements on us in a little bit anyway, so... Alright, get Eagle Eye up on Surge. Looks like something you'd fight in Legend of Zelda. Yeah, you know, honestly, I could see it. I could definitely see it. Like, something that's just kind of crawls out at you. Like, I don't know, it kind of looks like something that would be... What are those things? Are those likes? Are those... No, those are the zombies. No, those aren't the zombies. Redeads are the zombies. Likes are the little tornado-looking things that suck you up. So this is like a reverse like. I think. I could be wrong about that, but that goes to show how little Zelda knowledge I have. I think we need to go back to playing Breath of the Wild sometime soon. There you go, Surge. That's the damage I'm looking for. Alright, give him a dash and slash first. Nice. That was like 350 damage right there, and this guy's got about 1,000 HP, so we should be able to deal with that. Oh, I thought Graviton was an AoE attack. Apparently not, because it just did single target instead, so... Alright, well, it is what it is, I guess, so... Alright, Lena still has Turn White, so let's give her Eagle Eye. And then we'll let her wail on the guy just like before. And then we'll go from there. Bonk bonk. Yeah, it's not much, but it's enough. Free fall, and it's on Surge. That's not good. But we'll see how much it does. Ouch. I am glad that I did not have too many black elements on the field there, because that would have been very problematic. I think a heal all's in order. Likes are the circle ones that can steal rupees or your shield, if you remember correctly. Been a while since you played a Zelda game yourself. Yeah, I don't know. At this point, I feel like it's almost like I mentioned that I was going to play Breath of the Wild a while back, and I just sort of shelved it. I tried it, and then I just shelved it because I said, no, it'll make it more fun if I play it blind for the stream. I still agree with that sentiment. I just think I've waited quite a while, and I should probably get on the stick with that one, but I suppose that's what this set is for, is going back to projects I said I was going to do that I didn't do. Or projects that I haven't touched in a while. Like, we haven't played Chrono Trigger in a while, so it's one of the reasons why I wanted to play Cross, because I was like, well, might as well get this series out of the way. Devil Thunder. This is going to kill Surge. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. because that's a level 6 black element spell. Oh, never mind. Okay. Well, we got lucky. So, alright, there's that. Let's get Eagle Eye back up on Surge, actually. I could heal here, and I probably should heal here, but getting an Eagle Eye up on him is probably more important. And then we can have Lena heal next turn, actually. And then we can go from there. Because she doesn't have her turn white anymore. She has her Eagle Eye, but that's not really going to help us. Okay. Not hitting Surge, that's good. It wouldn't have killed him, but it would have put him pretty damn close. So, let's see. Okay, I guess I'll just do a Recover All -2. It's only going to heal for about 75, but that should put Surge well and away enough, high enough on his HP to... Oh, it healed for 93, nice. So that should put him in good shape going forward. Alright, this. No interrupt? Good. Have a Luminaire, friend! Ho! Rule of 3s, baby! Very nice. And that's that. We have hit our quota. We have killed the boss with Luminaire. To be fair, that one Luminaire by itself did about 25% of his max HP, so if it didn't kill, he would have been pretty damn close. But yeah, no, I wasn't shocked to see it kill. Surge got more strength, good. More magic, good. Lena got more strength, good. Matcha got more strength and more magic also. So those are all good levels. Those are all good levels right there. I mean, Lena didn't get more magic, but she's got 19 already, so she's in pretty good shape there too. And with that, we can hit the last pillar. So let's do that. You know, it seems to be a recurring trend here. The past few streams, I've been ending the stream like right before the boss of the area that we need to go to. I think, right? Because I feel like, well, maybe not so much in the when we were in Viper Manor, but definitely before that. From the ship, from the last one, we quit right before the Deadhead, and then here we've got we're quitting right before we fight the two bosses at the very end of this place. Because I'm gonna go back down to the save point. I know it'll only be like a 2-hour, 40-minute long stream here, but I think we've had a couple that have been over 3 hours, so it'll just about balance out, I think. And it's just, again, it's just because I've got some work I want to do, and there's lots of cutscenes that happen after this next sequence. So I just don't want to tempt fate and be like, okay, well, we're going to be here till 10:30, and then I have to get all this homework done, and then I might have to stay up late to do it, because the lab report that I have to do is a pre-lab report. So it has to be done before the lab tomorrow, or I can't do the lab and I get a 0 on it. And I would not like to have that, actually. So I think... I feel justified in my decision, that's what I'm saying. I mean, I don't have to justify this to anybody, it's my stream, I do what I want, but... I don't feel like it's too much of a stretch to ask that of everybody. Please let me quit 20 minutes early so that I don't get a 0 on my assignment. Oh man, we didn't even get a single HP point there. They must really be like, hey, why are you dragging your feet? Finish the fort already. Yeah, I know, guys, I know. I know what you want from me, but I don't have the time! Well, I do have the time, I just know I don't have enough of it. Stay away from me, bat! Okay. Made it back. Now watch the elevator not be functioning now that I came up here. Nope, it functions. Okay, good. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go down, we're gonna go to the save point. I'm actually going to bring Glenn into the party because he has some exclusive dialogue going forward, and that way Lena can go and make sure Fiona's okay, because we did, in fact, leave her, and that, I mean, I don't want to leave her alone by herself. I mean, she's got the rest of the reserves, but that also means that she's sitting out there with Lucia, and since she was Lucia's experiment, I don't really know that I trust Lucia with her. Lena has 10 more HP than Surge right now. What the actual hell? Alright, so anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to take all of Lena's elements off. And then, now she's got quite a few elements to work with here. She's also got a level 6 now, so that's... would have been useful earlier, but hey, there it is. So let's take that off of her. Let's take off her equipment. Other than, we can leave the ladle and the iron vest, but the rest I'm probably going to want for Glenn, so... Yeah, I did in fact say it earlier, Lena wants to be the main character, and she's really working her way up to that. And I mean, it's great. Like, these levels that she's been getting, that's great. You know, it'll make her very effective for quite a while, obviously. So, if she ends up, I mean, she's not quite... Surge is a little more, like, strength and res than her, and he has less, you know, magic resistance, and in this case, I guess, HP than her, but that's fine, you know. It makes it so that it's almost like I have two main characters, effectively. Like, I have two protagonists in my party, which, with stats like that, yeah, no, we don't got a problem. We ain't got to worry about it. So, and, you know, the funny part is that Lena actually gets her last personal skill, her level 7 tech that she gets later. It gives her, like, 3 buffs, basically. It gives her Strengthen, Eagle Eye, or is it Eagle Eye, or is it the 99 spell? There's a red element spell that's similar to Eagle Eye called 99. It's a level 6 spell, though, so you don't get it for a while. And what it does is it basically... it fixes your accuracy at 99% for all 3 of your hits, regardless, rather than how Eagle Eye does it, where it increases it by a certain percentage. But usually the percent that Eagle Eye increases it is enough to get you either at 99 or so close that you may as well be at it, so, you know. But anyway... enough about that. Teleporter time. Let's bring Glenn into the party. I'm actually going to switch things around just a little bit so that Matcha is in the 2nd slot, and then Glenn is in the 3rd slot. So there we go. And, I mean, Glenn's got good strength. He's got 22 strength, so that's not terrible considering his magic ain't great, but he's not really a... he's more of a beat stick character. He's not really meant to be a magic character, all things considered. That being said, him and Surge actually have a double tech. We haven't seen any double techs in the game so far, but Surge and Glenn have a double tech. I think I can probably look at it here for you if we look in here. It doesn't show up here, but basically Surge has Dash and Slash, and Glenn has a very similar skill called, where is it? Dash and Gash. So they have a dual tech that combines the two of them. It's red elements. I don't know why, but it is. And it's really, really strong. Like, it deals so much damage by comparison to, like, most... It only costs them 3 element levels each, obviously, so, like, you got to think about that part. It's 3 each. It's not just 3 total. It's 3 each. But it doesn't cost them a significant amount, and it deals so much damage that, I don't know, it's just really strong. That's the point that I'm making here. So, actually, you know what I'm going to do? Let's move these back down. Because I'm going to put multiple turns here because of the fact that we've got 2 bosses, and both of them... well, I don't really need turn white all that badly because, you know, Surge is already a white innate character. But turn green is going to be useful for this next part, so let's do that. And then, yeah, I'll leave a turn white on here, and then I think I'll unequip this for turn green. I'll give Glenn turn green, and I'll give him turn green and turn white as one of his things, because he's got, yeah, exactly 5 slots, so good. That should be just enough for my purposes. What did I have first for you? Turn green first, yeah, that makes sense, because the first boss that we're going to fight of the 2 is yellow element, so having turn green first would make a whole lot of sense. Alright, then we'll do that. Give you Eagle Eye. I don't really need Fire Pillar on him, but I guess I'll stick it on him anyway, because why not? Could give him Arrow Blaster as well, but since he's doing a little bit of support spell stuff here, I might as well do this, you know. And then this is a recover. Oh. Yep. Alright, next. Let's see, another turn green. I don't know that we'll need all these turn greens, honestly, but hey, you know, it doesn't hurt to be prepared. And then, what am I looking for here? Fire Pillar. There we go. And heal all can go here. There you go. Alright, what else? Really don't need much here, honestly. I might stick a Recover All on level 3, since I know now that Graviton doesn't hit all enemies. It might be worth it to just stick a Recover All there. And then stick Meteor Shower here. And then I could give you Arrow Blaster here as well, and then keep Photon Beam on Surge. Because you're green element anyway, so it would make sense to give that to you. Okay, so since this is like this, let's put a Recover All there instead. And we got a whole bunch of stuff there, so that's good. We won't need this. I'm going to stick Ice Blast there instead, I think. There it is. Probably won't need Ice Blast either, but, you know, just in case. Alright, and then back to Surge. We'll take the Arrow Saucer off of him. I can take this off of him as well. We won't need that anymore. And then, again, I could get another Imbecile for here, but that's fine, you know. And I guess I'll stick a Heal All here. Since I don't have another Recover All, I might as well stick Heal All there. Oops. And then we got another Meteor Shower, so maybe I'll stick that there. I could stick Weak Minded on so that we can get some damage off with Luminaire. That wouldn't be a bad idea. Let's do that, actually. Let's stick that here. Yeah, that's fine. And then... yeah, I guess I got an extra Photon Beam. I got an extra Meteor Shower, too. So, you know, I'll just use Meteor Shower. Why not? We got Luminaire there, and then you've got a level 6 as well. So, what I'm really going to kind of wait for here is getting Surge. Once he gets a level 7 tech slot, that'll be nice, because then we can kind of wander around the world and trap the summon elements that we could get. And like I said before, there are other summon elements that you can get later on that are level 8 only. But... obviously, we won't be able to get those for quite a while. That being said, it might be more pertinent for us to be looking at what's directly in front of us instead of that. Oh, you know, I didn't make an Iron Sword. That's okay. We don't need it that badly for this fight. I'll just, you know, work with what I've got. Iron Helmet, Silver Loop, and... yeah, Magic Ring. Why not? I don't know. His magic's not great, but I'll stick it on there because I got nothing else to do with it. Yeah, we should look at what's in front of us, directly forward, ahead of us, because directly forward ahead of us, well, when I turn around here, is the elevator leading straight up to Lynx, and we will confront him and General Viper in the hopes of making them see reason. Yeah, right. On the next episode of Chrono Cross, the Stream Edition, which will be happening on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Little cliffhanger, but as I said, homework is driving my entire life for the next 10 days. Please help me. Thank you for watching, everybody. I appreciate you coming out to Twitch and YouTube to check out the stream, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which, as I said, will be on Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. Until then, everybody, take care, and have a good one. Oh, and don't worry about our star level being slightly off-center. I know it might bug people if they have OCD about that sort of stuff, but we'll get a chance to sleep after we're done with this little section here, this sequence that we're finishing up next time. We'll get a chance to sleep for quite a while. What does that even mean? What was I trying to say with that? I already know what's going to happen, and it's definitely not